I tried streaming on both YouTube and hold on, and
Go on.
Twitch at the same time. One moment, one moment. Here, co-op. Okay, so I tried doing both of them, and there are a few different ways that you can do it. One of them is that you just stream to both of the sites, and the problem with that is that it takes more resources from your computer, and it takes a certain amount of bandwidth or something like that. But Mr. Sir, let me send you an invite. You gotta join the squad. And we're going to change this to normal. And our skulls will be infinite and flying. Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, Mr. How far are you into the
Oops.
gates of the boulders?
One moment. Truth and reconciliation. There we go. Yes. And not very far at all. I got to Emerald Camp. What was the last thing that you saw? You want me to catch you up really quickly? What was the last thing you remember?
Wait, how many hours do you have in the game?
It's a good question. Let's see.
As I remember, was when you were finishing the half-sex achievement.
Naturally. I have 21 hours.
21 hours and you just got to Emerald Grove? What were you doing this entire
No,
time?
I'm done talking to everyone in Emerald Grove. I'm gonna go look for the goblin camp.
Goblins.
The goblin. I'm looking for the goblin camp, and I'm looking for some people who went missing.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if you've seen, I did go back and make a custom character.
Oh,
So
you
I went
actually
through-
joined the normal people. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of you.
How am I the mean one? This doesn't make any sense.
So you should have stuck to your
What are you
guts and played an
talking about?
origin character.
No, so I looked it up. The reason I wanted to play the origin character was because in Divinity, the Mr. Sir, remember we have to kill these guys without getting detected. So, in Divinity, the custom characters weren't actually. What are you doing? Okay, restart. One thing, Mr. Sir, I asked one thing of you. You immediately got caught.
Doesn't work.
What do you mean? Oh. Yeah, well. Yeah, so in Divinity, the custom characters weren't very well fleshed out, and I felt like you were supposed to play the origin characters, but I looked on...
This is D&D. It's different here.
Yeah, I looked
in these lands.
on Reddit, and people were like,
We're
no.
out here making characters all day long. We have like 15 different character concepts that we never get to use.
Yeah. And it seems like it's a lot more like the classic D&D experience that I've heard of, where like you're supposed to make your character and they have their own motivation and things like that. So
Yeah, pretty much.
I went
Right now with my single player run, like the way I'm playing the character is like this. I basically made a himbo. I'm gonna be honest with you. He's a himbo. He's low intelligence, but high wisdom and charisma, and he's a monk character. So the idea, he just wants to punch things, but he's not smart, but he's loyal to his friends.
He can
So
fix most problems by punching them. I love it.
Exactly. Yeah, no, and this game has enough dialogue options that actually lets me play out the character how I imagine the character to act like. So it's exactly, and that's one of the main reasons that this game has so much hype around it, is because it is the closest approximation to D&D in a video game form that you can get without, because like there's obviously a lot of things that's gonna get lost in translation when you have a video game as opposed to a human DMing things, but it's not bad. Although it is weird because I still have quite a few gripes with how janky the game is at times, that it's like it's kind of souring my experience in certain aspects, but I mean, it's still a good game, but it sometimes it doesn't feel like the game should be 98 on Metacritic or whatever the current score is.
It certainly has some problems that it seems like people either aren't talking about or are just glossing over.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Like
It's
go ahead.
insane. Like I'm gonna say this right now. like non-lethal damage for some reason doesn't usually solve any problems. Like I imagine, oh, non-lethal damage, this character doesn't die, but the game still treats them as dead sometimes, and it
Mm.
annoys me so many times when that happens. Like
Like they get the whole dead status and everything.
not the dead status in like the UI, but like in the story. Like
Oh.
there's a moment where I knocked out these two guys, and then I talked to their sister, and it's like she still treated them as if they were dead, even though I knocked them out. So it was
Oh,
just like,
okay.
come on,
Yeah,
man.
that's very immersion breaking.
Yeah, I mean, like, that being said, this game still has immersed me more than any video game has in the past like 9 years, 8 years, something like that. So that's an achievement in and of itself. Like, because I'm not even trying to be like cynical or anything. It is just a thing of like I am so like studied in game design that most of the time, like, we've talked about this before,
Mm-hmm.
where I can't really immerse myself in games because I kind of see behind the screen sometimes. But this game has done a decent job of like obscuring enough things and making me feel invested in the characters that I kind of forget that, and I'm interested in the game, immersed in the game again. So
I'm sorry I didn't get the achievement.
Yeah, I didn't get the achievement either. I don't know if like how much contributes to the first group. I think we should keep going, but I'm going to look it up really quickly. And yeah, for me, Simon, my biggest issue is that I will run into, oh shoot, I can't look at my achievements. Is that during the cutscenes, the characters
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
just like jump around, like
Okay.
they're supposed to
Oh.
be in a certain position, and so they'll say their sentence, and then suddenly they'll just jump to the next starting position
Interesting.
for their next sentence.
I didn't actually notice that, but it is a very like Yakuza way to do it because I think Yakuza has the same exact system or like same exact functionality. Well, honestly, I'm surprised what you were about to say wasn't the fact that during cutscenes, like whoever triggers the cutscene is like the person that is talking the entire cutscene.
Mm.
And,
So
like, the other
far,
party members don't say anything, which is like very anti D&D because in D&D, if like the entire team's there for a conversation, like they can jump in obviously because they're humans. So this game, the fact that you can't switch characters or something is very not true to the experience of like working as a team and covering each other's weaknesses, even out of combat, even, right? Like it doesn't have to be just combat. Out of combat, the team should be able to cover each other's weaknesses.
What's up?
So
oh, I haven't honestly noticed it just
Which makes it a little
because
easier because they're worse at.
you know, my main character is always talking, and he's the one that I want talking anyway. But I do hear what
True.
you're saying. Like it,
yeah,
again,
well,
breaks
there's,
the
like,
immersion.
sometimes because I mentioned earlier, my
Protecting.
character I designed him to be a
So
himbo,
for this,
which means he has low
I
intelligence.
also
So like in
switched-
times
you
where
get
like
the
that
exact
intelligence is supposed
sight
to be
lines
useful,
from that
why doesn't Gale,
Marines.
this
So
smug
people
fucking
that
bastard, come in and be like,
watching
oh, actually, you know, like that's literally in character for him, so he should be
Yeah.
able to jump in and like interrupt when intelligence is needed. But yeah, he cannot. So that's a problem for me.
Mr. Sir, really quickly, I'm going to assume the achievement just hasn't unlocked for us really quickly because I looked at a video and they
Guys,
only
click
deal with
like,
that
click
first
subscribe, leave
area.
a comment.
I don't know if it's supposed to be like, I know some of the enemies realized they were under attack and they got scared, so I don't know if maybe that's why, but we'll just go and get the terminal for now, and then we can always restart this mission afterwards.
Bro, I can't. We were talking about like immersion breaking stuff, and for some reason, this NPC just repeated the same line of dialogue twice in a cutscene, and I was like, "What the fuck?
Yep.
This is insanity."
There are a lot of things I like about it. Like, one of the things I like, I have Lizelle and Shadowheart in the same
Oh
group.
shit, dude! Lae'zel and Shadowheart.
They
the funniest
hate
fucking
each
duo.
other.
It's
They are,
so good.
it's on site with them.
It's amazing.
And it's so every now and again they'll just like while I'm running around just trying to get from point A to point B, they'll just start talking. Like Shadowheart was like, "Hey, Lae'zel, if someone steals from you or murders or, you know, kills or wrongs you, if someone wrongs you, how would you react?" And she was like, "Well, if murder's pretty easy, you just kill them back. But if they steal from you, that's something that can be repeated time and time again. So you have to punish them like 1,000 times or something like that." It was just interesting hearing them talk to one another. Also,
Yeah,
I wish
no,
my kids
they-
would stop fighting and get along better.
Lae'zel is interesting because like she's very Like she's that weird mix of like very straightforward and logic focused, right? And because of that, she's honestly very similar to you in certain ways because like yeah, no, that's a big surprise. Listen, when we all look in the mirror, we all don't like what we see. It's fine. Anymore. No, but yeah. I do like Lae'zel though. Like it's weird because people are very down on Lae'zel because she's very straightforward and blunt, and like people just don't like that because I guess they like girls that are not. I don't know. I mean, come. No. You're not gonna say this when everybody's fucking fanboying over fucking Asterion, who's very much abrasive in a different way, but still very abrasive as a character. But yet everybody fucking loves Asterion anyways. No, dude, people are crazy about this stupid vampire. I fucking hate this shit so much. I don't watch any of this 'cause I don't want spoilers. No, but it's like even then it's like it's still spoilers because like you don't know their background even when you meet them.
Just be a Giga Chad. I said just be a Giga Chad like me. Not bothered by any spoilers.
All right. He care like there is so little like story or plot going in this guy's head. It's crazy.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. Like I don't like the guy, but it's like also another weird thing of this game, which I guess it's fine, is like, and I guess technically I could remedy it by just telling them to leave the camp, but like I currently have 3 people in my party, and like I kind of don't care about the rest of the people in the camp right now. But like I don't want their stories to progress because then I have to make decisions that, for characters that I'm not invested in. So it's just like this weird thing. I guess I could just tell him to leave camp or just kill him straight up, but that just feels weird as well because not in character. I don't know. Right, but at the same time, Asterion though is pushing my buttons because that's what he's designed to do. He's a very abrasive character. He's like a catchy in some ways. I don't know what I'd tell you.
That cursed name into these hallowed grounds.
No, but I do want to ask though, because I am curious. What's your build right now? What are you going for? I feel like I'm gonna guess real quick. I think you're going for sorcerer still. Are you
Oh,
going
that's
for
wild.
sorcerer or wizard?
It's sorcerer. It's wild that you got that.
Well, yeah, because you just seem like a sorcerer guy, bro. You love the magic shit. I mean, like, it's the same way that, like, if you asked me what my first build in this game was, are you
Punch.
surprised that I picked monk?
it's just punch. It's 100% melee.
punch, dude.
You're like the people who play Pokemon and they're like, I don't want any of those moves that affect my stats. The only stat I want to change is the enemy's HP stat to 0. That's it. Like that's basically how.
Exactly. No, but it is fun
That's my
playing monk
task.
because monk in D&D and in this game has some very fun like parkour acrobatic stuff. Like there's a couple of sections where it's like it doesn't do anything like in particular. Like, there's no effect on the game, but seeing my monk run like 90 meters, jump over a pit, and land on the other side without taking damage is just so fucking fun just to look at, and just like to see that scene unfold like a video game is cool.
I did when I was re-rolling and I was like, okay, well, let me make a custom character. Oh, that's part of where I spent so many hours is like, I have to learn about D&D because I know nothing about it. So I was just going through thinking, oh, do I want to be a druid? Do I want to be a wizard? Do I want to be, and really debating about it.
Cool.
And I thought about monk because I like the idea of just being like, if you don't stop threatening everyone, I will punch you. Just being like an actual threat, just like how you would say you would stab someone.
Yeah.
That's so cool. But
Yeah, and monk is like the closest thing you can get to like Avatar, like, you know what I mean, like Avatar Aang type of shit. So it kind of runs in with that idea of like peaceful until not peaceful.
yeah, peaceful until exactly, peaceful until you're not. Mr. Sir, do you know where my sniper rifle went to?
I have no idea where your sniper rifle is.
I got killed by some grenades. Oh, I found... No! Alright. I found my sniper rifle and immediately got killed by your grenades.
Also, what's
ironically,
my D&D character?
What's up?
What's my D&D character?
It's your D&D character. It's, I mean, you really like the kitschy stuff, so I feel like you would play Druid because Druid in D&D has a lot of utility shit and can do a lot of weird garbage that you would be into.
Oh my... I need to decrease. I mistakenly put on the skull
Either that or
doubles.
Wizard, because Wizard can
100%
learn literally
Wizard.
any spell in the game if they have the spell scroll for it.
Wizards
so,
are so great and so powerful, and
so fragile.
The only reason I didn't pick it is just because I don't like not being able to go all out. Like, I understand that part of the game is managing your resources and being able to what was this tough? If only I had my sniper rifle.
Yeah, where's the sniper?
Anyway, I understand like it's part of the game, choosing not to go all out, but I don't like not being able to use all my spells or use my most powerful spells. So with Wizard, they do give you like, hey, you can restore some of them. With Warlock, it seems like it's even more like you can. Okay, I can't find anything. So
I'm confused on what you're trying to get at, because I honestly, Wizards probably have more spell slots than sorcerers and resources in general. So I'm not understanding what
the thing is
happening.
Okay, so I'm fighting a boss, or I'm not fighting a boss. I'm fighting someone, and I have to use my spells and okay, goodness, I have to use my spells. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by the explosions. It was a mistake to leave these this twice explosion radius thing on. Oh, hello. Okay. My point is that you fight someone, you use up your spell slots, and then you can recover them a little bit, but then you're done. Like, that's it. You don't. You have to. The only way to get them back is to progress time, which is a no-no. You do not progress time.
How does sorcerer get around that in your head? Is what I'm wondering right now.
Oh, they just get the short rest. Like, they can get back some of their.
That's what you're saying. I see.
Yeah, they get back some of their things on short rest.
I get you. It's funny because you said that because like historically people prefer wizards over sorcerers just because even though like in traditional D&D like long rest or like it depends on like how your DM or like how your campaign goes, but traditionally like long rests aren't a big deal. People like don't care that it takes a long rest to get back your spell slots. But
I have 7 days.
Huh?
We have 7 days in this game before we get turned into a fish. Into an octopus.
Yeah,
At least that's what they tell us.
Yeah, totally, dude. Yeah, 100%.
We'll turn into one of them if we don't use the.
Yep.
Are you telling me that I can take as much time as I want to and not have to
you
work?
you should minimize your long rest for sure. Like you should max out like the value of your long rest. Like you shouldn't just be spending it willy-nilly. Like that's definitely true.
Okay. Yeah, I figured that they weren't just gonna. Hey, you used up too much time, or it took you too long to get this done. So
yeah, imagine just hitting the long rest button 7 times and then ending the game right there.
yeah, and it's just like, oh, on day 5, hey, now you're getting headaches. You're starting to sprout a little bit of a beard, except the beard is made out of tentacles. Yeah. You might wanna get things moving.
Yeah, that is one of the like we've talked about the difference between open world games and calendar based games, which there are very few and far in between. But like that's exactly the thing of like, hey, sense of urgency completely gone in open world games because there is no time limit for this stuff. So,
Mr. Sir, what's your health at?
It's not full.
You will be reborn.
I don't like being reborn.
So yeah, I went through all of them. The reason I didn't pick, and I was debating too, like my race is going to depend on my class, because if I first I wanted to be rogue, and I acknowledge that I misunderstood this at first, but at first I wanted to be rogue because I want to be able to take care of the backline. But when I was looking at it, I was like, wait, but in order to use my rogue abilities, I have to have advantage, and the only way to get advantage is to have someone else be next to an enemy. That means that rogue is the only class that can't stand on its own, because I have to have an ally next to an enemy so I can get advantage against them.
Yeah,
And then-
because you wait, so you're not familiar. Yeah, because you're not familiar with the other rogue pattern. That makes sense.
So then I looked at it and I saw that no, apparently, if you are stealthed, then
Yeah,
you can
there it
hit
is.
someone and get. So I didn't know that, but it's too late for me to. Well, it's not too late to restart
Well, that's for
again.
the other playthrough. Like, I'm already thinking about making a new character because I want to design like more characters, and like that's literally like part of D&D is just having all these character ideas in your head and not really able to execute on them.
Yeah,
But now that you have Baldur's Gate, you can just throw as many character ideas as you can out there. Although I will say, I have an idea for like this sort of like tactician character, but like they don't have the subclass that I want from the actual game in here. So unfortunately, it's not exactly fully there, but it was close.
through, I was debating whether I would be a monk
What's up, guys? Silver.
or I would be a rogue. I did.
When are you guys gonna play through it? You think December?
Whenever. Yeah. Why is it? So December.
Yeah. Well, ideally, it's like a bit of time because I want to finish this game first before you guys ruin it for me. So I want to be able to like.
What do you mean
so
ruin
I'm
it? Again, we have never spoiled a single thing for you ever. What do you
no,
mean?
it's not even about. No, it's not about spoilers. It's about the fact
Oh,
that
playing
like,
through it?
yeah, playing through it. Like I want to play through it and see what I like. Have my first experience.
Do you
that
hear
we had
this?
locked in.
He's saying he wants to play through it and actually have fun before he has to play with us. What are you doing right now? We're playing through Halo. You're not playing with us. You're still able to do whatever. You're in Baldur's Gate right now.
No, I don't think
You-
you're understanding what I'm saying. It's more that like when you I remember when we played Divinity and it's like, you know, you guys put the game on like what was it, the hardest difficulty and would just like
Tactician.
basically go and like just try to figure out what the most efficient way to beat something is and it's like that's cool, but it's like I don't want that to be my first experience of anything in this game. I want to experience it just like sort of like naturally and in the game's context, like in the game's natural context. So that's kind of where I'm getting at for that.
I'm not sure I understand. We were trying to find the most efficient way to do. I do hear
Well,
what you're saying about like wanting
It's
to
like
go
you
through
guys
it.
played it at the highest difficulty, and because of the highest difficulty, you had to find like workarounds to like, you know.
Oh, you mean
mold-
like how we would throw down oil on the ground
Yeah,
before starting a fight?
exactly.
That's just tactical
Right.
planning. That's being prepared.
That's metagaming is what we call that in D&D. So it's like we don't. I
Oh,
don't
That
I'm
that doesn't
hearing
scare
is
me because
that-
I don't know what it means.
exactly.
Just
So,
all
but like I
hearing-
just prefer to play the game first, like naturally, and then I'll join you guys for your like
Metagame.
playthrough in the future, and then I'll just sit back and then just watch the chaos unfold.
And what are you hearing?
Sir, all I'm hearing is that he wants to be a himbo at first while we're trying to be normal.
He, yeah, he wants to run through there with no knowledge, intelligence of anything going on in the game, and he's just gonna punch things to death. And then
Honestly, that really is exactly what I want to do.
after his fists have been quenched with blood, then he'll come back through and he'll be like, okay, so what's this about? You want to do something with the strategy and the who's it and the what's it?
Something with the strategy.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Warlock Mr. Sir here is gonna be like,
Damn, Gil,
we
you
got a
just ate shit, bro.
plan. We got a plan and we're gonna follow that plan. And then I'm obviously the healer because I want to be the god.
That's the thing too, is like there's so I want to be able to do so much, but you have to constrain yourself. So I'm trying to remember like why I chose sorcerer over. Oh, I ended up not picking monk just because it seemed I felt like I didn't understand enough about D&D to do it
Oh,
because it
wait.
was talking about what's up?
I remember when you first streamed, you rolled a nat 1, or not nat, but you rolled a 1, and then you rolled a nat 20. So
Yep.
I was gonna ask you what was your second time your custom characters rolls,
He didn't have
if you remember.
no, yeah, I think it was just normal. I succeeded both.
Alright.
Whatever that,
Is
I
that-
remember that scenario. I just don't remember exactly what it was, but no, he rolled correctly.
Because before you go back to your topic, I was thinking that it might have been rigged to be like the first choice is just not gonna succeed, and the second one was. So I looked through other playthroughs,
No,
and
I think that was
basically-
lucky.
yeah, everyone else is getting like maybe 3 to 5 on the first one, and then like 18 to 20 on the second one. I was like, oh, okay. But I didn't see anyone with say 1 at the start. Truly tragic.
He's just trash. Don't worry about it.
You're not wrong. I'm not gonna argue that.
Sir, only one person, a woman, killed us. That's just me saying. My observation. They're more bloodthirsty than fine noble men.
What did he just say?
Just smile and
Same.
nod, boys. Smile and nod.
All I'm saying is the various YouTube videos I watched, everyone was a chill, you know. They trusted us. All the homies trusted us.
The creature us.
Yeah, the creature us. And then this chick, she's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna kill him." And yeah, there you go.
It's because women are soulless.
That's true.
I think when my friends did a multiplayer playthrough, like for some reason my friend killed it. I think he didn't know what was happening, so he kind of just killed the brain immediately.
Yeah, that's wrong. No empathy. It shows
I mean,
the
it wasn't-
actual serial. They gave that same opportunity to serial killers. They just killed us.
Right? Yeah.
That was it.
100%.
It shows that you're. It also implies you're a bad lover, too.
It also implies you're a bad lover.
Mhm.
I mean, honestly, I believe it.
But yeah, I wanted to play monk, but it was talking about is if you're not wearing any armor, then you get a bonus to your armor class. And so I was like, what? Oh, I don't even know what armor class is. I mean, I understand it's like defense, I guess.
Heavy or light.
But yeah, but like, how do does that mean I just never pick up any armor? And okay, well, I can attack with either my fists or with a weapon. And if I'm using a weapon, I can
Damn, he
add
crit!
my dexterity to it. Like, I don't understand it, you know? So, oops, sorry about that, Mr. Sir. So I was just like, I don't know enough about D&D to play monk. Let me try and figure out everything. Mr. Sir, I'm having us go through the proper path because I don't... The video shows where the terminal is, but it doesn't show how to get there. So I figure we'll just take things one step at a time.
I was just gonna say, did we run past it yet?
No, not yet. It's in a big open room that has some glowing
What's your
text.
channel of divinity?
It's like it's in a closed room, not like this, but it's in a room. Oh, 1 second. Need to move my cat's toy.
Do I have disengage? I think I should have
Simon,
disengage.
I don't know if you I don't know if you particularly care for Blue Beetle, but
I'm back.
people are saying it's the best DC film this year.
This year? Is there another DC film this year?
What's
Yeah,
going
the
on?
Flash. They had
Oh,
the
Flash.
Flash.
Right. Sorry.
They had Shazam.
Shazam.
Yeah.
Crazy, dude. No, I mean, I'm excited because, you know, what is it? Blue Beetle is like Mexican people's Black Panther at this point, so I'm happy for him.
Why is it not called the Mexican Beetle then? That doesn't make sense.
The Brown Beetle.
Brown. Yeah, no. Well, not I thought. Well, I guess Native Americans are also red.
What?
Like the color that you attribute to each race, right? Like brown, I hear that more with Southern Asians and Middle Easterns.
Really? I don't know about that.
100%. 100. I've never heard brown being used to refer to Mexicans. I've heard red used to refer to Mexicans and Native Americans.
What? You agree or disagree? You're the tiebreaker here.
No. I've heard brown refer to Mexicans.
Yeah, see,
Wild.
Also, the other common is Indians.
He missed both times. This guy's nuts.
Yeah. I'm looking brown people. Brown people is a term in popular culture for some South Asian Americans, Middle Eastern Americans, Native Americans, and Latino Americans. I guess it's just a little bit of everyone. What a surprise.
Yeah,
A little
just
bit of
bit
everybody.
A little bit of
And if you
Monica.
go down the more racist route, you got cockroaches.
Never heard that before. Okay.
Oh, I see. Well, there you go, Mister. Cockroaches.
How low
is
the
a
RA?
racist
Could survive this.
thing.
Okay. I'm gonna have to take your word on
Yeah,
it.
the million damage.
Trust me, Mr. Eyebrow's fortune.
Yeah, that's why I'm taking your word on it.
This bitch.
It was the subtext. We all understood.
Sir, we're only parts of 4chan's racist, okay?
No,
Some of
I'm
them
sure.
some of them are schizo, that's all.
Oh, this is the room, Mr. Sir. This is it. Watch out!
Oh, I just got beat. I just got beat.
No!
He
No!
just slapped me. He just slapped me to next week.
I tried to back up and I backed up into one of his buddies that held my arms up, and then he slashed me. But this is the room.
I'll defend your honor, Mr. Never mind, he died from your grenades.
I'm taking a page out of your book, Mr. Sir, and I'm just gonna throw some plazzies all over the place. And it's gonna... Okay. Well, you can't die if we're gonna do that, Mr. Sir. Yeah, how's it feel, huh? How's it feel? You like it? You like it when you get killed by grenades from your... Okay, I did.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
you like it when you get killed by your buddy? Hmm?
Maybe I do, you know? Maybe I like a little, little spice in life.
A little friendly fire? A little friendly fire never hurt anyone.
Yeah, you know, in war, I'm sure there's been a little friendly fire here and there. Someone got a dispute.
Mr.
Who can use the toilet when it's dry?
Crit! He crit on that? Dude, you gotta be fucking with me right now.
They turn off friendly fire in wars, obviously. It wouldn't make any sense to waste resources and people on friendly fire. Come on now.
I don't know, Mr.
Alright,
think,
up here, Mr. Sir, here's the terminal. Use it so that we can leave this godforsaken level. Quickly, Mr. Sir, before they come in here. I'll protect.
Where's this terminal you speak of?
It's the red glowing. Oh, it's not glowing for you here, because you're on old graphics. There you go. And then once you finish watching
I
it...
only use the coolest graphics, okay?
Right, of course. Once you're done watching it, we'll close down the game and see if we got the 2
I'm done
achievements.
watching.
Okay. End the game. So, I decided not to get Monk. It's too difficult for my itty bitty pea brain. I decided not to get Wizard. I'm trying to... Oh, what I ended up going for was I wanted the class that gave me the most cantrips. That way, because my understanding is cantrips are what I'm supposed to be using to be doing most of my damage. It's only when I get into hairy situations that I start using my spell slots. That's how I see it. So...
Well, I mean, yeah, it's all about resource management. Like, if you feel like you need... You don't need to use a spell slot, don't use a spell slot, right? It's
Yeah.
all about it. That's all it is.
So I went high elf for the cantrip with sorcerer so I could get more cantrips, and then I was just gonna have to deal with whatever. It doesn't seem to be like a flat out ranger class because everyone can use crossbows or bows or whatever. Hold on. Achievements?
Sorry, what do you say? It doesn't seem to be a what?
There's no class, there's no like just ranger class. Like you can pick rogue and you can pick warrior and fighter, but there's no...
There literally is a ranger class.
What?
No, because they know how shit ranger is, they said there's no ranger class specific.
I'll throw a
Ease.
counter spell on that. Sure, this guy's being annoying.
Yeah, ranger is a class apparently. Okay, whatever. Point
Oh,
is,
reveal him still?
I went sorcerer. Mr. Sir, I didn't
Sure.
get the achievement for the first one.
Sir, I read on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
because YouTube is reliable, they got achievement with no skulls on.
For the
The
all
stealthy
according
one.
to... Okay, but did you
Yeah.
get your terminal one?
Yeah, I got my terminal.
All right, Mr. Sir, we're gonna have to go no skulls.
We're gonna have to be sneaky with limited ammo.
That means no grenades.
no shooting from the air where they can't see, because turning it vertical more than 90 degrees up is too hard for them.
That means no grenades.
Yes,
And
sir.
most
What is-
importantly, that means no grenades.
Yes, sir. I keep hearing you say no grenade.
Well, what I want you to hear is me saying join my party.
I join my sir.
Okay, I'm starting.
All I'm hearing is I did nothing wrong.
What are you doing? Go on. Okay. So that's what took me hours upon hours, and then the next few hours were spent discovering tier 2 spells and how that works. You can either modify your tier 1 spells or you can use tier 2 spells. So I had to read through what all the tier 1 spells were, what all the cantrips were, decide between those, and then I got to level 3 where I could get my tier 2. Oh, and I learned about passives too. You don't get to use your passive spell abilities for free. You have to decide to turn it on, and it uses a resource, which makes sense. Also, not a fan of. I want to be able to use them, buff it or nerf it however you need to. I just want to be able to have it on all the time and use all my skills.
know what went wrong? It's because they didn't have the cool cousin DM.
The cool cousin DM.
Yeah. If you had the cool cousin DM, they wouldn't care what sort of nonsense you want to use. You want to use 2 spells, one as your passive action or whatever. I don't know D&D terms, but and stuff. You know, they allow it because they're cool. They're chill.
Oh, they're the
They're
cool cousin.
blaze. They're the cool. Or it could be the cool uncle, I guess. Mister, it seems like you got this under control. I'm just gonna chill back here, look pretty.
I will do my best. They were running around though. They realized that something's going on. I remember us trying to do this before, and I remember struggling because it looks like I clear out everyone, like it is now, and then
Sir, it's not clear yet. I know.
yeah, because
I
I
haven't got my cheat.
shoot, that one saw me. That guy just popped out from nowhere. He tunneled
Sorry, I
out
was
from the
about to-
ground.
I was working for the elite. I told him to sneak until you popped out.
It was a grunt.
The elite grunt.
Oh.
Semantics.
Elite grunt. You can't just say that they're all the same, Mr. Sir. They're not even from the same
They're all
planet.
the same, okay.
They're not even
They're
from the
all
same
s-
planet.
They're all the same, okay. We saw from the lore. They all got bullied by the elites. And then the elites got replaced by brutes because they're dumber and easier to tell what to do. But then the latest Halo, they said, nah, what if brutes are secretly super strong, big chance.
Oh, hold on, Mr. Sir. Let me pass by. Don't kill me.
The Master Chief is going to covertly take out as many of the Covenant as he can. Don't open fire until you hear the enemy return fire on us. That should let us keep the element of surprise.
Alright, I'm sneaking. Does he see me?
So wait, sorry, I missed like most of your build there. So you picked sorcerer, which
I think he saw us.
He's on
The enemy has captured Captain
what'd you pick for the
Pain.
race?
sorcerer because he didn't know what the thing about the monks, the light armor, and certain action.
And the key?
happens.
Right.
I kept trying to look up, like, okay, well, Warlock sounds interesting, but how do I restore my Warlock points? And it was a little difficult for me to find the answer. Okay, well, key sounds interesting on the monks. How do I restore my key? And it was taking me so long to find all these. I was like, dude, I just want to play the game. I just want to sorcerer.
That's understandable. Like D&D has like a lot of rules. There's a lot of rules in the system.
Mr. Sir, if you want to stick in this rock, I'm going to move forward a little bit before they see us. Just let me sneak forward before you start shooting.
And I play as I will be the healer. Are you ready, Mister?
I am ready.
The Master Chief is going to covertly take out as many of the Covenant as he can.
I will be the healer, so that way everyone prioritizes protecting me.
I want to have someone who's buff, who's like a support, but the problem is they still use their... Oh, that guy saw me.
The enemy has captured
They still use spell slots. But yeah, I picked sorcerer and I picked
Yeah, I
high
mean,
elf.
that's just the game. Like, are you expecting the game to just not require resources to do things?
I want a cantrip that gives me... Also, yes. There are several games that work like that, where it's you just have cooldowns or you have mana.
Divinity too.
Not
Those are
even
still
just divinity.
resources. Like that's
But you
the
can
cooldown is
restore them a
still
lot
resource.
easier.
Right, but like that's it's like a long rest is the same thing. Like at the end of the day, it's just
But
a
that
longer
progress... I
cooldown.
only have 7 days!
You only have 7 days. You're right. I keep forgetting. You only have 7 days, man.
What part of this aren't you understanding?
The 7 days part, really.
Look, just ignore the 7 days.
But I only have 7 of them.
Look, how about when we play Mr. in December when it's on sale? We rest for 6 days and then we start on the 7th.
That guy saw me.
6 days.
Who are we, God?
No,
Or I
you're
guess
God.
reverse God.
Reverse God.
We rest for 6 days and work on the
I
7th.
should have used the guiding bolt there. That's
Uh-huh.
on me.
We're reverse God. We're the devil. You're the devil because you're gonna pick a devil character and I'm gonna be
Paying attention right now.
I'm gonna play as a cool dragon.
Once we get inside the ship, I should be able to lock on to the tracking signal from Captain Key's neural.
So yeah. High elf, sorcerer, I wanted the most cantrips. Next question, please.
Stick to the higher ground to the right.
Did you know that I found some Baldur's Gate prawn on the first or second day? I didn't know what it was. I was like, why is this just a red demon girl and a normal white chick together? I don't get it. But now after a few days I came back, I was like, oh, this is the demon class and
Protective
that
Oh, yeah.
one lady.
I think that guy saw me. This is impossible.
That is all.
Okay, but someone tell me why all the tieflings have such banging bodies.
Has such what?
Banging bodies, you heard me.
I mean, listen, when your lineage is descended from devils, I guess it's just part of the deal.
Part of the deal to be as seductive as possible, you
They're
know.
thin, they're flat-ish, they're toned. It's too much.
Too much.
It's not fair. Why
Wait,
can't
what
we
did you? What
achieve
race did you
such
pick?
high-
You picked like what?
High elf. This is the
High
5th
elf.
time I've said this. Please.
Yeah, you
Listen,
listen.
I'm trying in the middle of a fight. I'm getting my ass beat right now.
Oh, okay,
They're
never.
all
Sorry, I didn't realize you were
hearings,
getting your cheeks clapped.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
you-
happens, man.
You just gotta listen while getting cheeked, you know.
Well, you heard him, Simon.
What? I said what? What just happened?
He said you got. Okay, I get it. Hilarious. Mr. Sir, I'm gonna look up.
Okay.
I'm gonna look
as
up
a,
the video.
What's up, guys? Silver
the
here.
owner of a
with another
stronger laptop
Halo
now,
Master
I'm
Chief
thinking
Collection
it's
Achievement
timely
Guide. This
time
time
to
we're doing
load
all
up
according to plan,
Skyrim
which
was
is
mod
successfully kill
and
all
play
the
Skyrim the
enemies
way
in
it
the
was
first
meant
area
to
of
be.
truth and reconciliation without getting
As
bodied.
Howard
So
always
this one,
envisioned.
started up on any difficulty.
Thomas
I
the
did
Train
easy,
Engine,
which makes it a little easier. since
Giant
the horse is
Cox,
technical.
and I don't know what else.
So for this, I also switched to the classic graphics, as you can
Oh.
see. It's a lot
He
easier
says that
to
he's doing
see,
this on easy, so
there's
we're
less
doing it on
visual
easy.
noise, and also there's you get the exact sight lines from the geometry.
Yes, sir.
Some of the
That sounds fine to me.
to
And he goes in that rock
the
first and
classic graphics,
shoots
as you
them
can
up.
see. It's a lot easier to see.
Exactly
There's
what
less
happened
visual
Yeah,
showing
with
noise,
us
one
and
more
also
key point
there's,
left. We gotta make
you
this
get the
work.
exact
This is gonna
sightlines
work.
from
I
geometry.
guarantee it.
Some
Stunning
of
strike.
The new graphics.
This is a
makes
disadvantage.
it
Maybe I should do
appear
this.
Like you could snipe something.
Oh, you
at
gotta
some
believe in your
points,
rose.
but you really can't. If you switch back to
Where's
the old
your
graphics,
faith?
you can see exactly where everything is.
I
so
don't
there's no
have any
issue.
faith, dude. I'm
So
a
you can see I
human.
went behind that cover in the beginning, and I turned on my scope and started
I
cutting people off,
refuse.
and then I slowly made my way around.
I
you wanna be up on
refuse
this
to
ledge as
believe
well, you don't
Ty
want
is
to
a
be
real
I should have tried to
there
fucking
because,
break his
A, you'll get
concentration. That's what I
spotted,
did.
and
Man,
B,
I'm like
people
not
will
playing
cause
this
you
right
Marines to move up
optimally.
and
Not playing
engage
this
the
right.
enemy. So you don't want that because obviously you'll be detected if all the Marines run at the enemy screaming and firing their guns. So don't do that. Just hang out up here.
Whatever. We gotta drive.
And
now.
also you can turn on your night vision on your scope, which
Scoot
Okay.
over, mister. There's
I'm gonna-
only enough space
Do you
for
maintain
two.
concentration on that? Oh wait, he doesn't have to maintain concentration on that.
You go
It's
for it,
just
Mr.
a-
Sir.
Detected Covenant stationary gun.
I'm with you on old graphics now.
Sniper rifle to take out
What?
the
I'm playing on new graph.
Marine
I'm playing on old
I'm playing on new graphics.
because I have to see the geometry.
Sir, the old and new graphics share the same geometry.
They do not. That's how I know that you're not playing the new graphics.
I don't see nobody, mister.
All right, if I move forward, Mr. Sir, and they tickle my butthole,
Mister, have you thought of just not getting your bow to go?
It's kind of alluring. You ever try it?
Man,
That
The
was
guy's
a crit.
already
Why are we
looking
low
at me.
rolling? What's happening right now?
Okay.
I know there's somewhere out there, Mister. I know
There's
it.
one more. He's hiding in this. Oh, got him. Hold
Oh,
on.
there's one more. No. I don't know if I killed him.
He'll pop out in a second. Let's keep moving. I'm gonna move if you can stay there and watch for him. I'm not seeing anything move. Might
I'm
need to
not seeing
toss some grenades though. Hmm. It's all clear on the western front.
And that's the name of a movie.
Oh,
Dude, you
this guy
gotta
was
be
sleeping
kidding me.
down here. Oh crap! Oh, you're kidding me. They're like underneath the rocks here. We have to restart. When I dropped down, I saw that they're underneath the ledge that we are. So we'll have to kill them, all the ones that are far, and then move over away from the ledge.
See,
I'm gonna cry.
Graphics, you can
almost
see
had it,
exactly
sir.
where everything is, so
That's
there's
what
no
matters.
issue. So you can see I went behind that cover in the beginning, and I turned on my scope and started picking people off, and then I slowly made my way around.
Alright, let's get back to the shooting rock. This very conveniently shaped rock.
almost like he planned this rock for the event.
You think you're telling me they terraformed this place specifically so that they could get snipped?
The Master Chief is going to covertly take out as many of the Covenant as he can.
I'm not saying anything of the sort.
Hear the enemy return fire on us. That should let us keep
Well, I think they saw me.
The enemy has captured Captain
You want to be
See
up
the
on
rest
the
of
ledge
this
as well. You don't
I
want to
stuck
be
my
down
fat cheeks out to
there
me.
because
Yes,
A, you'll
sir,
get
the
spotted, and B,
thunderclapping
it will
of your
cause Marines
cheeks
to move up and
Keeps alerting the enemy
engage
to our
the enemy. So you
position.
don't want that because obviously
Yeah.
you'll be detected if all the Marines
It's
run
too
at the
heavy
enemy
sometimes.
screaming and firing their guns. So don't do that. Just
Oh
hang
no,
out up
my
here.
wand. My
And also you can turn on
WAN
your night
episode.
vision on your scope, which you can see I just did. It's the same as the flashlight button.
Captain Key's neural implants.
Right.
Stick to the higher ground to the right. We should be able to recon the
Please.
Covenant position without being spotted. I've detected Covenant stationary guns near the next pass. I recommend using your sniper rifle to take out the gunners while I call for Marine support. Get ready to move in to support us, Sergeant. The Master Chief is going to covertly take out as many of the Covenant as he can. Don't open fire until you hear the enemy return fire on us. That should let us keep the element of surprise.
Alright, I got 3 so far, Mr. Sir.
2. Nice.
How many have you? 4. How are you doing over there?
I got 10.
You got 10?
You know.
I'm not seeing any of the ones by this rock over here. But you can never let your guard down. Oop.
I thought if I shot the grenade, it would blow.
Yeah, unfortunately not. Unrealistic game.
I
AC?
got the elite.
There should be maybe another elite, although this is easy now.
You, dude, this guy.
Hold on, there's a turret here. Got him.
Game is so goofy.
Same.
There's a grunt. He's a runner.
He's a track star. There's one underneath us.
Well, it's a good thing I got Revivify
Got
now.
him.
So. All right. Well, immediately need a long rest after like one fight, but it was worth it.
But you only have...
Or you don't care about the time. I will kill God in 10 hours if I have
In
to.
10 hours. Not even 7 days, just 10 hours.
I mean, it's accurate
Oh,
pacing.
man.
You can take a few short rests. You're telling me I can long rest whenever and however
Oh, I guess got it.
No!
I think if we do play a multiplayer game, I would play Bard though, because I just want to give you guys
Bard sounds
support stuff.
interesting.
Yeah.
I also
No,
thought
like
about playing that.
it's the closest approximation I have to the tactician idea that I told you guys about earlier, because I don't have Mastermind Rogue here. So
I don't remember hearing about any tactician. I might have been dealing with my cat.
sorry, no, it's just a character concept I mentioned. It's just, in passing. It's not nothing too major.
To lock onto the tracking signal from Captain Key's neural implant.
So like, what's your team though? What's your team looking at like?
Oh yeah, so I
I
have
know it's like Lyzale and Shadowheart, but who's your fourth?
Gale.
Position without being
Gale.
Yep, because he's less obnoxious
Oh,
than
so, yeah, that's
Assyrian.
interesting. Yeah, three spellcasters, and then Lyzelle is your only
What?
front line. What's up?
Shadowheart isn't a spellcaster. She gets up there, she turns around and gives us the buffs,
Cleric,
and then she
I say
gets in
spellcaster
there.
just because she has spell slots, but yeah, clerics also are like probably the best class in the game because of their versatility. Like they can literally tank DPS and support all in one class, so it's like they are really one of the best classes in the game. But technically, I just refer to her as spellcaster because she has spell slots and can cast spells. So
So yeah, I have 2 frontline and 2 backline.
yeah, that makes sense to me.
And I was going to have Asterion as my, like, hey, go get the rangers over there because they're annoying to deal with. But is disengage an action or a bonus action?
It's for rogue, it's a bonus action. For everybody else, it's an action.
Wild. Because I'll go up to the rangers and I'll stand right next to them and I'm like, haha, you can't shoot now. And they'll disengage and then just back up and shoot me anyway. I was confused.
Yeah. No, it is. It's a way for them to get some space and distance. It's
Have you shoved anyone yet?
Yeah, I found out I can shove my teammates who are too close. Like I had my main character, the spellcaster, was too close to an enemy, so I ran up with Lae'zel, hit the enemy, and then shoved my teammate backwards so that he was out of range and no longer had to worry about getting...
the funny part about that is that you could just shove the enemy so that way your spellcaster doesn't have a threatened status. But no, you're like, it's better to shove the teammate instead.
Well, he's not threatened if he gets shoved out of the way.
Right, but if you shove the enemy, then he's not threatened either because the enemy is too far.
I'm more accurate in shoving my teammate than I am shoving the enemy.
If it's Gale, if it's Gale, he's probably very, very easy to push around.
It was my OC.
Oh, okay, I
Also,
see.
why is everyone's...
Also, yeah, your character probably is also because I'm assuming your strength is pretty low on your sorcerer.
8 strength, baby.
Yeah, no, it's a
We did it,
classic.
mister.
Dude,
We did
one of my
Oh,
sorcerer.
you got the
in my-
achievement?
no,
Yep.
Okay, let
my
me...
sorcerer
I
in
didn't
my
get it.
campaign right now has 6 strength, I think. So he is he got an interesting build to say the least.
How do you have 6 strength? What'd you do?
Well, in our home game, in our actual game, like a table game.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
We
okay.
roll for stats instead of like doing the point buy system that they have in this game. The point buy system is balanced, but like we roll for stats because it's funnier. It's just like way more variant, right?
Is this before or after you choose your class?
I mean it's in any order really. Like you can do it in
Okay.
any order, but people usually typically roll their class, choose their class and like their character. Like people usually come up with their character first and then start rolling and setting all their stats. and
Wow,
stuff
that's
like that
wild.
afterwards.
I would think it would be the other way around. Like, imagine if you're like, yeah, I'm gonna be a sorcerer, and you got 0 wisdom or low wisdom,
Oh,
low
yeah,
charisma.
that's
when you
charm,
when you
that's
roll for
charm.
stats, you just roll a bunch of numbers and then you assign those numbers to the stats. That you
Oh,
you
okay.
don't-
So like,
yeah.
here are your numbers. Throw them wherever you want to. Okay.
Exactly, yeah. So like I think one of his rolls he got like a 4 or a 5, or no, I think he just got a straight up 6 on one of his rolls, and that's why he has a 6 strength stat. 'Cause he's like,
Mm,
well, I know what I'm gonna put this in.
yeah. It's also, it was confusing at first. I was looking up because I didn't understand that sorcerers use. Oh, and that's the other reason I chose them. Sorcerers gain damage with their charisma stat, which didn't make sense to me. But I know that I want to, for my first playthrough, I want to be able to talk people down, off a ledge. So if I'm already going to be upping my charisma, which as far as I've seen, I don't actually get to put any additional points into any of my stats. Maybe that's later on. But
Wait,
if
what do
I'm
you say?
like I'm level 3, but my base stats haven't changed any.
Oh yeah, no, the stat increases don't happen a lot in this game because your stats really only go to 20 most of the time. So they kind of mostly stay the same, but like there's a couple ASIs on the way up that you can get, but they're very low. They don't move around a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, like progression in this game is usually from learning more spells or learning more features and not from just increasing numbers, which honestly is a more fun way to grow a character. Because like, oh, numbers bigger, kind of boring compared to like, oh, I can do this now. You know what I mean? So
I want to see big numbers.
I want to see. I mean, the numbers still go up, but it's just not from your stats.
Going back
Uh,
to Lizelle really quickly, for
Yeah.
her, I realized that the way to improve her stat is kind of just, or her relationship is kind of just to be ruthless, which I'm not too much a fan of because my whole,
Yeah.
like, I'm not playing a character, I'm just going through and I'm like, yeah, this makes the most sense to me. Like, when I'm at Emerald Grove and they have that goblin in jail, well,
Sure,
I'm not
yeah.
going to kill her because you can get some information from her first, and then later on we can kill her or whatever. And Lae'zel wasn't a fan of that, but like I did get some good information because I need to learn more about the world and D&D in general. So she seems to be disliking me more and more because I'm not running
Yeah.
around just being like, yeah, I have a massive cock and I'm gonna swing it around and take care of you know.
Yeah, I mean, like that's part of like the party dynamics. I feel like it's just honestly seeing Lizelle like bicker with everybody, but then eventually, like maybe eventually, I haven't really seen it because I don't run Lizelle,
Mm-hmm.
but hopefully the idea is that she obviously warms up to people over time.
Yeah, I'm
But
hoping she chills the frick out because right now she like Gale is his own character. He doesn't care about what the other two are doing, but Lae'zel, whatever, and Shadowheart at each other's throats
so
constantly.
it's so funny, dude.
And like I'm just hoping that once we get these worms, like when I first saved her, she was like, "Okay, you got those tieflings away. Now get me out of the cage." And I was like, "At least you could say is please or thank you." And she was,
Yeah, I did the same exact thing, and she's like, "Nope."
"A wyvern would not grovel before a worm." And I was like, "Okay, maybe don't be so standoffish. All right." And then later on, she was talking to some guy, and he was like, "Oh, I've seen another Githyanki." And she was in the middle of telling him, "You need to bow before me." And my choices were either, "Yeah, she's right, bow," or "You heard the lady, bow," or "Well, hold on, let me talk with him." And she didn't like when I was like, "Well, let me talk with him." I just, like, I don't like it. I don't like it. Chill out. There's a time and a place to be, like, if we were dealing with enemies, that's a time to be all haughty. But when you're dealing with potential allies who can give us information,
Yeah,
this
I
isn't,
agree completely. Yeah.
so,
All
I
right.
don't know.
That's how I'm playing my character because he's like the idea again. He's like loyal to his friends, so like obviously he's nice to people that he views as allies. But then as soon as like he's going up against enemies, he's like, well, I want to punch them now because that's kind of just my thing. So
Hmm. That
Well,
makes sense.
when we play Mister, I'm gonna be a social psychopath.
Yeah,
no,
see,
that's
when I was playing as the Dark One or whatever his name is, I was at first I was like, yeah, he sounds like a psychopath. He sounds unhinged. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be talking to people, and every now and again I'm just gonna go, my knife is quivering. I can't I can't continue this conversation for long, and just start stabbing people. But again, when I play games, I don't play a character. I just play as myself, which might be
Right.
boring, but it's the most true. I've tried playing as like the goody two shoes or tried playing as the villain, and it's not me.
No, I get it. Like it's not for everybody. Like people have even like in our table game, like people don't exactly acclimate to RP as much as others, right? So it is what it is.
Mr.
I
Sir,
cast Thunderbolt.
lightning bolt, lightning bolt. We're going to go through Pillar of Autumn without picking up a health kit.
Yeah, no health, no overshields.
Is this also the one for overshields?
Yep.
Old-fashioned way.
Okay.
You must have done
Yeah.
it.
Apparently, there's like a lot of
guess-
different NPC companions though in this game. So
Oh.
but like, I've only seen like the initial like origin characters. So I'm really surprised that there's a bunch of them.
Yeah, I thought it was just gonna be the 6 origin characters and your
Uh,
custom character, and that's it. But
Yeah, apparently you can get a lot of different allies, but I don't understand like why I would replace my team right now. Maybe if there's another character that's just like really captures me, but so far Shadowheart's my girl right now, and I don't know.
I want a all Chad boy team.
all right, you heard him, Simon. Your bard better be a man, because if he's a woman, if she's a woman, you better get her
I
out of there.
attacked my teammate.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, man, what are you talking about? It's a fucking sausage fest. I have enough of that at work.
That's fine.
Right, Simon needs to escape. That's the fantasy part of this game. It's not
Well,
about the
woman-
magic. It's about just having more than just one woman every now and again.
Yeah, pretty much. Also, like in general though, it feels like we talked about this a couple times, but like I hate how there's not really that many like strong female protagonists in like most media. It's getting better obviously as time like nowadays than it was like a couple decades ago.
Yeah, you
but,
got
like, I
Korra.
and now look what they did to her. But
Yeah, I mean you have Katara and Toph too. But yeah, go ahead.
but it's like yeah, because of like how I feel like they're like strong female characters are underrepresented. Like I lean towards playing, you know, female protagonists whenever I do get to actually play a TTRPG. So
Yeah.
also I just find that it's usually nicer, like because like a lot of RPGs are kind of just like the male fantasy, which is understandable, but like maybe like it's just like it's nice kind of going through it in a different lens than just that
Egg.
egg.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious. Just wants to be a girl.
Yeah, that's what I meant by
Yeah.
egg.
I'd sure. Wait, what does that? Wait, what does that mean? Egg?
It's in the trans community. When egg is a person who is trans but doesn't realize it yet.
see.
So like the
How
people,
did you know that? What the fuck?
I told you I'm subscribed to a subreddit that has a ton of trans people because they're hilarious. The subreddit, not trans people in general. I mean, like you
I
know,
find them amusing.
trans people can be funny too, and like you know, but I've met
They're
some
like
funny.
clowns, jesters to me.
As a joke. As a mockery
No,
of
no, no, no.
society.
Wait, what
No, no, no.
subreddit is this though that just happens to have like a strong population of this?
196.
I don't know what that is. That's a
It's-
that's
there
the
was-
most, that's the most uninformative fucking subreddit name I could
Hold
ever
on,
think of.
Mr.
Honestly.
So-
Before you continue, I need to check. Are we on Legendary?
I thought so, but I don't know. That grunt kind of died easy. Wait,
Yeah.
hold on, let me see.
I don't know.
No, we're on legendary.
Okay, let's check.
Yeah. Yeah, so apparently on Reddit there was a subreddit called 195 or Experiment 195, which was the least amount of moderation possible because they wanted to see, like, the rule was if you joined the subreddit, you have to post before you leave, and that was it. There were no other rules that were enforced. And it was some kids like high school project or something like that. So at the end of the year, they were like, "Okay, thanks for participating. We're closing down the subreddit now." And people were like, "No, we don't want that. We want to have this fun for 10 years at least." So then they went and they made 196. And the only reason there's a ton of trans people is because they were like, "Hey, don't be transphobic. We don't tolerate transphobes." And apparently that's all it really takes because so many subreddits, so many like meme subreddits are anti-trans that if you just say don't be transphobic, that's enough. Ooh, almost picked up a health kit. If you just say don't be transphobic, that's all it really takes for people to be like, hey, this subreddit's pretty great. They don't allow transphobes. So they have a ton of trans people now.
Interesting. I missed the beginning of that because I kind of got distracted by something. So you said it started from like a 195, which is
Dude.
what is 195?
195, some kids high school experiment. The only rule is you have to post before you leave. If you visit the subreddit, you have to post before you leave. And then it ended after a year, and he was like, "Okay, that's it." And then they were like, "No, we want this more," so they made 196. That's it. I need to like give you the TLDR at the end of it, these things, so that you could. There was no one even in there, and you just killed yourself. Why? Okay. So that was it.
That's the whole tweet.
Yeah. So they post a lot of memes. I like going to the subreddit because it's the only subreddit where I can just post literally anything. Like no matter what my meme is, I can post it on there, and they're just like, yeah, this is cool. Instead of having to, okay, the anime memes go on the anime subreddits, the grounded memes go on the grounded subreddit, the Halo memes. It's just you post whatever.
Just whatever, man.
They're not gonna remove it. They might
Yeah,
not
that-
upload it,
Yeah.
but they're not gonna remove it.
Yeah, those type of subreddits are actually the most interesting ones. Like the ones that are just like not really dedicated to any specific thing and just an amalgamation of just.
What was that?
That's because you
big
keep
related
killing me
content.
with your grenades. I'm on my third life in the past 30 seconds because of your grenades. I don't understand how
not
you can
like-
just. It is your fault. I don't understand how
It's
you can
not
just
like-
keep throwing, and then you see like that. You just killed yourself. You see that you're not even killing the enemy. You keep throwing. You throw 50 grenades trying to kill one grunt. You don't even kill the grunt, and you keep throwing. Change your angle or something.
Change your angle.
Because
Change your face,
he's standing there and he's just spamming, and he's not even hitting them. He just keeps throwing. They're not even
bro.
dying.
Throwing, dude. He's throwing.
Throwing. It's like baseball. I'm throwing.
And then we get to this part where we need to actually walk down the place that he's throwing, but we can't advance because he's still throwing.
Sir, all I'm here is not my fault.
Yeah, probably not. At least this way, we can go to different corners.
Oh,
Except your
me.
grenade still came and killed me.
that wasn't my grenade. That was their grenade.
Bet.
I have frag grenades on. That was plasma grenades.
Don't
Goodness.
throw frag grenades. You're gonna. Oop! Don't come down here. Those bounce all over the place, dude. Come on.
I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
I don't know what the other thing we were talking about was before the rants.
Or the meltdown.
Something. Don't be transphobic. Here's a.
I'm
meme
saying about
subreddit.
how that subreddit is interesting because you can post whatever.
Yep.
Oh yeah, like there's an old YouTube channel called I think Super Best Friends that I used to watch, but they
Yeah,
disbanded
they
like.
died.
Yeah, what's up?
No, I'm just saying they died. 'cause
Yeah, they died. They disbanded a
did.
while ago. But like that subreddit is still going strong, so now it's just become a place where people that used to be fans of them just post pretty much anything that was relevant to the channel at one time, which is just ends up being a lot of just like
World politics.
what's no, not politics.
No. Sorry, there's the subreddit World Politics. Have you visited it?
No, what the
Yeah,
fuck does that
that's-
mean?
Best
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 subreddit.
politics subreddit.
Easily. It's not even a
Easily.
contest. I
Yeah,
forget
I
the
get
origin of
stressed.
it. Oh, I think I remember. It's like how John Cena and potato salad occurred. You know what I
It's
mean?
like how trees and weed
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah. Oh, this started because I called Simon an egg. And I was saying how it's like
an egg.
when you
He's
play
attracted.
a Pokemon game and because he's attracted to both women. When you play a Pokemon game and you
Sir, you're
pick
walking
women.
dangerous angles, walking through those side places where the heal kits could be.
Mr. Sir, I double checked. There are no heal kits.
Okay,
I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional.
watch out. There's a heal kit right.
Oh, back up, Mr. Sir! Wow.
Sir, that was your grenade.
You saw me throw that. You're actually
How did I see you throw that on me front?
the grenade was in front of you. It was
But how
4
can I
feet in
see-
front of
How
you.
can I see you throw if I'm in front of you?
How can he throw?
How can she throw?
I don't know, open your eyes or something. You can see the blue.
Wait, where the fuck she picked up the Lacolite? Where the fuck is it?
Speaking of eggs,
Mm-hmm. Good segue.
one,
Let's see how you follow it up.
there's one VTuber whose fans, because her VTuber character is a phoenix or a bird, so they have eggs. So initially they were calling themselves eggs instead of but then the trans. Oh no, we can't share that.
Oh,
It was
I
the
see.
trans
Yeah,
folks.
Can't say the word egg anymore, really. So not
We're
allowed
gonna
to.
go back to trans.
Watch out. We got a live one.
Like, where is it?
I'm gonna go to this grocery store. I wanted to buy some eggs, and they're like, "Whoa, there, sir.
You
we
want
don't
a
sell
what?
people- We don't sell people here. This isn't the 1700s no more. Get your head out of the. Get your head out of the. I don't know.
Into the current century. Mr. Sir, watch out.
Yeah.
There's a health kit over there.
Watch out, Mister. There's a health kit over there.
We should hurry.
I'm gonna walk close towards it.
Ah, goddamn.
Now destroying the life
That's what I'm saying. Me when I see a health kit. Am I right?
Goddamn.
Maintenance access ways. Follow the nav point. It will lead you to an
No, we don't need to follow the nav point. We're already here. Open the door.
Goddamn.
Why can't she just do her job?
This isn't it, Mr. Sir.
You have to go the other way, Mister.
This isn't it, fam.
I got bills. I gotta pay. Oh,
Watch out, Mister.
Mr. Sir, this is a narrow corridor where we can only go forward. Why would you throw a grenade?
Watch out, Mister. There's a health kit near. I'm dead, Mister.
Are you alive yet?
I'm alive now.
Okay.
What?
Make sure you're not picking no dirty health kits.
Well, as I'm full
I
health,
better not be seeing you picking up a health kit over there.
As I'm full health, I don't think I can pick
If
one.
you come around these parts with that health kit, so help you God.
Well, I'll be.
I don't know if you guys saw. Apparently, in some neighborhood in Pittsburgh.
Mr.
I
Sir,
think-
sir, well, watch out. There's a health kit to your right.
So
Okay, go
Watch
ahead.
out, Mister. There's a health kit. Yeah, in Pittsburgh, apparently somebody's home. It just blew up beneath them. People have speculated it's the faulty gas lines or something. 'cause
No, it
they-
just
they
happens
were built-
sometimes.
Yeah, it was a pretty big explosion. Did you know, Mister? We actually come
Sail
back
into
through
the
this stuff.
darkness. You know what? We can wait. We don't have to sail into the darkness right now.
I'm dead. Yeah, I know, Mr. Sir. I played this game once or twice. I don't mean to brag or anything, but
Oh, you're
I
back?
know. No, I'm still dead.
Oh, you're back.
I'm
yeah.
back. Thank you, Mr. Sir.
He's back.
All right.
Dude, I kind of want to play. You know, actually, that being said,
Oh,
I kind of do want to play a gnomish character just so I can see how that looks when
you mean a
romance.
halfling?
No, I think a gnome. Halflings are okay, but
Is there
I
a
think,
gnome?
I think I might try gnome. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
I could play a halfling. The main idea I want to try out is I want to play like a very
Sex.
a diminutive character. Then romance the big tiefling barbarian girl and see what happens. Like see how that fucking looks.
Well, the interesting
not
thing
real
is
goofy.
that you're the same height when you're horizontal. Yeah,
I mean, he's right.
it's a favorite of mine that I've heard
I actually
people
do
say
want to
whenever.
see how the cutscenes look with like a shorter character because like they're specifically shorter. Like they're
He's
literally like
teabagging
half
me.
the size of a normal humanoid. So it's like, does the camera change? Where does it point? I'm actually curious.
You just go down on them.
You start off looking at their stomach.
I maybe.
much more abuse the autumn can take.
All right, it's not how I expected to spend my day. BG3
Who's this guy? I don't remember
gnomish
him.
sex scene.
Boy, he dies when we land the ship. Now I remember.
Everyone does. You know why? Because we don't strap
all
in. We
die.
just
That's the
stand
true
there
tragedy.
and we bounce around. Ew. Oh my goodness. There's a... Ugh.
Calm down, soldier. You're all gonna die anyway.
Okay, so I tried looking it up and I just found some real disgusting... Okay, Simon, I'm gonna warn you, there are fat people in the game. Like morbidly obese people.
from this game for a bit.
Oh well. The gist of it. What, Mr. Sir? Did you get the achievement? Am I muted again? No. Oh, I think he said he was going to the restroom though.
I didn't say that.
Oh.
What?
Hey, I got
Sorry,
the
I got my-
achievement.
Chief, can you hear me?
All right, let's get out of here.
You did it.
I said I was looking up the sex scenes, and I was wanting to warn Simon that there are some morbidly obese people.
Oh no,
Hell
dude.
yeah, hell yeah. That's
Yeah.
My
who Simon's.
worst nightmare, bro.
That's who Simon's romancing.
Not just like fat, like no one's gonna look at this and honestly say curvy.
He's going to romance Jabba the Hutt.
That's what this person looks like.
Damn. Yeah, it's weird. Like, I feel like I've barely scratched the surface of this game because even though I'm like fucking, I played 40 hours or whatever, so I'm already, I've barely scratched the surface because I've split my time between 2 different campaigns, and I've also been just fucking around in Act 1, just doing whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
it's really
Yeah,
weird.
meanwhile, I'm only here to do the speed run for 8 minutes.
Okay,
The
we
8
gotta
minute
complete
speed
Halo
run is
without
very
entering a
funny, dude.
vehicle. So we're gonna
It's easy.
fly.
I
Yeah.
believe.
I'm turning off the scroll that doubles the explosion radius because you can't be trusted with it. I'm tempted to turn off the scroll that gives infinite ammo and grenades because you also can't be trusted with that. Well,
How can I not be trusted with damage?
Mr. Sir, I have suffered. We're gonna do this on normal difficulty.
You've suffered.
I've suffered.
How have you suffered, Mr.
I'm gonna go turn on the lights.
That doesn't sound like an answer to me.
I'm back. I've suffered greatly. Bigly. Because someone keeps throwing grenades. Thousands upon thousands of grenades.
That sounds like a man who knows his priorities.
His priority is killing everything, whether or not it's friendly.
All I'm saying is,
Chief, can you hear me?
if I was OP, I wouldn't have had that famous quote because everyone would be dead.
The others.
Who? Oppie?
There's nothing we can
Oppenheimer.
Oh,
Warning.
the guy who made...
Detected multiple
Oh, well,
Covenant drone
never mind.
ships on approach. I recommend
Oh, there's the Hell's Kid. Watch out, mister.
If
Mr. Sir, watch out. Watch out!
everyone aboard this lifeboat died in a crash. Reading lifeboat until the next one.
Sir, don't you know the quote now is everyone's referencing it if they saw the movie.
Oh, 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 oh. Oppenheimer style. That one?
Yes.
I definitely
Yeah,
watched
that's-
Oppenheimer, I know.
So that's subreddit. I'm the main character. Is that supposed to be making fun of people, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Interesting.
Why are you looking at it?
Because
Like, what brought that
I
up?
think you linked like a couple of days ago.
Oh, you're only just now looking at that?
Listen, man. I forget sometimes. Okay.
Okay, that's fair. There's
Nah, but
a-
it is-
There's another one.
I mean, is he wrong though?
Huh?
I mean, it's like, is it? I mean, it's like it is. It is.
No, it's wrong. It's just cringy the way he's going about it. Hitting on people
Oh no,
isn't the problem.
100%. But
It's the way
like-
he's going about it that's cringy.
Yeah, no, I mean he's just making content because that's kind of like the era we live in right now. But I mean it is, you just can't tell sometimes, bro. You just can't tell.
Yeah,
It's just a fucking shot in the dark.
yeah. Some
But
people
most of
just...
the time, people's shots in the dark don't get fucking recorded and put on TikTok because this guy's a...
It's not just that. Like, if you're talking to
He's
someone
fucking
and they're like,
crazy.
yeah, I'm 17 or I'm 16, and you're like, oh, whoops, my bad, I didn't realize you were a minor. And you go about your day, that's it. And you're like, yeah, that was
Nah,
embarrassing.
if that
but
happened to
that's
me,
it.
I'd be like, I'd run straight towards you and be like, ah, shit, we gotta run.
If I see you talking to someone and then you start sprinting at me, I am running. I'm not staying to hear what you have to
Run,
say.
motherfucker, run.
Because it has to be secondhand embarrassment that you're coming over to give to me, and I don't want it. It's gonna be like a baton pass. I'm sprinting away from it. Yeah.
Fucking give me your hand, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
What if they cast Trick Room first?
And
what
cast
is it?
what?
What if they casted Trick Room first.
Oh, trick room.
Trick room. Oh, okay.
Of course. Let's go. Let me see if I can find this. Oh man, it got deleted.
Oh,
What
I'm
were you
dead.
looking for?
Don't worry, I'll find it.
I'm worried. I'm worried that you will find it though now.
Simon, don't
What?
worry. I'll find it.
Don't worry.
It was it was a discussion point.
A discussion.
Yeah.
I'm worried.
Don't. It'll be fine. I promise you, you're gonna look at this and you're not gonna be like, ugh, ugh! Like you're not gonna be vomiting or anything like that. And you're not gonna be like, oh my god, this is the worst thing that I've ever seen. Okay. Oh, is this it? Or did this get deleted too? Here we go. Here it is. Where's Discord? There you go. It's another. It was on I'm the main character, but it got deleted for some reason. Gentlemen, do you think that gyms should enforce dress code?
Wait, what? Wait, what the fuck is this? Also, it doesn't. Wait, Reddit doesn't let you embed stuff or something, or yeah, Discord doesn't let you embed Reddit videos or something.
Nope.
Huh.
It's I guess I could do it.
Here.
I'd have
let's
to
see.
download it. I'm not doing that.
Fucking download that video
Yeah,
specifically.
yeah. I'm not. No, I'm not doing that. That's because then I'm gonna get
Okay,
caught in
what the
4K.
fuck, bro. Wait, what the fuck? Jesus Christ. Nice. She's got nice legs though.
There it is. I feel like there's some people who dress up like that, and this is, if anything, this is a lukewarm taste because it's obvious. I feel like some people dress up just for the attention and go out like this,
think?
like intentionally trying to draw people's attention, and then still pretend to get upset about it or record
Yeah, you
themselves doing
think,
whatever.
dude?
I
Yeah,
know.
no, it's
wild,
obviously-
wild thought.
It's obviously for attention, like.
Mr. Sir, watch out! I'm throwing grenades. I'm pulling at you.
But it's like, why you gotta like make it other people's problem though? Because now you're making other people awkward. It's like if you want to do shit for attention, just fucking don't involve anybody that's just
Do
trying to
coke like the
fucking-
rest of us.
What do you mean?
Let me tell
Wow,
you,
you got
I've
it.
lost 20 pounds so far. I'm finally I'm fixing my body dysmorphia. Who knew all it took was a little bit of hard
the only way
drugs?
to do attention is to inconvenience others.
It's not true. It's not true. What is this?
Like already at the gym. Is it? Was he? Did his cat just attack him? What happened? I think he just got assaulted by his cat.
Let me see this.
Nah, there's nothing to see. I'm fucking with you, but
Oh, okay.
he's getting attacked by his cat right now. He just randomly just left, and I
Huh.
hear like sounds of a struggle in the background. Either that or he's actually getting mugged. One of the two.
Well, if he's getting mugged, we should call the police.
Yeah, I don't know his address though. He's too secretive
That's
about that kind of stuff.
Sit right
so
there.
He would never tell us his address, so we would never be able to help him.
I'm back.
Okay,
What'd I
so he's
miss?
not murdered. He wasn't murdered. That's
He's not dead. He's not dead.
Me?
not yet.
Oh. Yeah, Mr. Sir, we gotta blow up that, even though you can't blow up in this game. But we
Blow
can't
up.
take that vehicle.
I don't want to touch that devil's creature.
It's just such a stupid achievement. It's not even like a difficulty or a skill one. It's just a tedious, take a long time to move from one point to another.
It's funny.
Nah.
No, but it's kind of like I want to go back to that point about the gym. Is like I already at the gym whenever I'm at like some machine and there's a girl doing like squats in front of me or something. I already feel so fucking like
Creepy.
cautious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I already feel like I have to like turn my head in the most awkward angle. You know how hard it is to like fucking do those stupid like fucking upper chest rows when your head's turned down and like looking straight at the ground? It's not easy, man.
I don't
okay?
know what the... Hold on, let me look up what a upper upper
Well, it's
chest
like, there's
row.
like I forgot what it's like a machine. It's a specific machine for it. I don't know if it's called upper chest rows.
Chest
but it's like,
supported row.
probably something like that. But you get the idea. It's like a machine, and it's like it's just very awkward because like you're having to lift up.
Is
but
it
at
that
the same
one?
time your neck is like bent downwards. What's up?
Is it? I posted a video. Is it that one?
Yeah, why is Discord just failing to embed stuff properly? I don't want to have to fucking click on these links, man.
Woe is you. It's so difficult.
No, it's
Oh,
because
dude. I don't trust any link that anybody ever sends me. Doesn't matter who they are. I literally will never click on a link. I have to manually paste everything.
That's fair. You don't know if I posted like one where it starts out with a workout and then all of a sudden it's a massive cock.
No,
Could
it's
be.
not. It's not just supported row because it's a machine based thing I was specifically referring to. But it doesn't matter really at the end of the day.
Well, I mean, I've had situations. I don't go to public gyms. I just work out in my apartment. But I've had situations where, like, you know, I'm walking up a stairs and there's a person in front of me, and obviously, like, I feel awkward. Like, I know I'm not looking at their butt. They hopefully know I'm not looking at their butt, but I'm still gonna stare at the ground just so that they don't think that I'm staring at their
That's
butt.
what
While
phones are for, right? You just stare at your phone, which is angled towards the ground, so just to make sure that they understand, hey, not recording anybody, just looking at my phone at the ground right now.
Yeah, but then they might think that I'm taking pictures or videos of them. There was a video recently of some old guy who was
God.
taking pictures of some girl's butt while she was they're at a restaurant or a
Oh,
coffee shop or
see,
something.
I unironically, I saw a similar video of an old guy taking a picture of a cheerleader's ass at like a football game. I think it was an NFL game or something. No, it was
Oh,
probably college
no.
football.
Mr. Sir,
And it
you're
was
going
like-
backwards.
It's like, man,
Stop, you're
old
going
guys-
backwards.
Old guys don't understand. Either that or they just don't care at this point.
Yeah, it was just this guy taking a picture of some girl's butt while she was at the counter, and the girl behind him was recording, and she went over, she started shouting at him, and he was like, "Ah!" And she went over to the counter, and she talked to the girl, and she was like, "Do you know him?" And she was like, "What? No, I don't know him." And they went over and started confronting him. It was wild.
Damn.
Yeah, that was my exact reaction, actually.
Bro. Well, it's funny that you brought up the whole stairs thing though, because like whenever I'm walking by like a woman like on the streets or whatever, it's
Women in
just
general.
like it's so awkward because
belongs
it's,
to
like,
the streets.
because now it's like either I have to cross the street or I have to run past her because like it's like but it's also a thing of like, God, you're moving slow, but I know that if I speed up,
Yeah, then it's gonna scare
get mad
them.
awkward.
Yeah, I've had where like I'm walking and there's someone who's walking in front of me. There's a lady who's walking in front of me, and I'm like, well, I want to again, like she's walking slow, and I feel like if I walk slow, then she's gonna think I'm following her. But if I start speeding up, like I can already see she's nervous about the fact that I'm even behind her. So
That's what I'm saying.
I
bro.
feel like then I've seen online people are like, oh yeah, in these cases I start whistling some song like not Happy Birthday, but like a popular song on the radio.
Why does he keep cutting out? What is wrong with him today?
I don't know why you keep cutting out today.
What?
But
Hello?
I just wanted to say I use my male privilege and ignore what they think and just walk by them.
What a dude, this guy unmatched level of confidence. Honestly, I wish I could
The
do
actual
that.
definition of a Chad. Doesn't care whatsoever what anyone's thinking. He's just doing him.
Yeah, I know. He lives in black and white right now.
Yeah. I'm a true gentleman. I don't look.
I mean, my go-to is to literally divert into a random into either across the street or side path because I can't come up with any other alternative at this point.
I've tried the whistling, and people who are going to be intimidated are going to be intimidated. I've thought of like faking a phone call with my mom, but like at that point, then I'm just like, why should I have to do this just to make someone feel comfortable? Like I feel like I'm being a creep or like a villain when I'm literally just walking. I haven't done anything wrong. I shouldn't have to do this.
I mean, I get like the grievance for sure, but I mean, it is a thing of like almost common courtesy, not common courtesy, but it's a courtesy thing more than anything. Like it's just trying to, because women have it rough, and like that is a thing of like guys will just be creeps sometimes. So it's just like you just do, if you can be courteous, you just be courteous, obviously, if possible, type of thing. Not much you can do. It's like you can't help it when other people are like presenting so much of a problem that it's like become a whole thing.
That's kind of the black existence.
Yeah.
Some people are problems, and now I have to somehow prove that I'm not. I'm one of the good ones.
Oh,
Look at me.
jeez.
I'm the Carlton Banks of the world. I'm wearing a
Not the
sweater vest.
Carlton, bro.
I wear glasses. I play piano. Like, look, I'm not threatening, and yet people will still pick up their purses whenever I walk by, or they'll cross to the other side of the street, or they'll hold on to their, oh goodness, or they'll hold on to their valuables anytime I walk by, and I'm just just trying to walk, not trying to be a threat.
I wonder if he changed his like mic proximity settings or something.
No, I'm
if
right
he's, like-
here.
Oh, okay. Okay, dude. Okay, if you say so, buddy.
I don't know what to tell you. I haven't done anything. I'm still just vibing,
I haven't done anything.
same as I always have been.
Why am I so sleepy right now?
You work out today?
Yeah, honestly, is them they might be onto something there because it feels like whenever I do leg day, it's always the most tiring because like it also like leg day also involves a little bit of cardio. It feels like it's way more energy what is it?
Intense.
Intense, yeah, than like other days.
I don't know. I noticed that if I work out and it's a good workout, then I get real sleepy, and so I don't like having
Right.
to.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking like I don't have this problem with chest day or biceps and triceps. It's just like
That's
it's only
true.
legs because like squats are like honestly an alternate form of cardio.
An
if you do
alternate
them
form
well.
of torture.
Yeah, no, this is the worst. Like I fucking hate squats and deadlifts, but I hate also how important they are to general well-being.
You could just have chicken legs.
No, I mean it's not even chicken legs. Like if you don't do squats and deadlifts, like your back muscles, your back muscles aren't like was it constructed? I don't know how else to describe it. You're just gonna have more problems the more you get older.
Just never bend your back.
Again, if you don't do that, is the problem. Like you need some strength in your core and your back.
Nah.
No, just no.
Every day is mountaineering day.
Sometimes my body says that it wants me to do something, and I just go, mm-mm.
No, sir.
That's all it really
Yeah,
takes.
you're the brain. Don't let your body tell you what to do.
Exactly. Well, you're gonna listen to some meat, huh?
Some meat.
Yeah, that's the
Meat.
laziest. That's the laziest organ. I tell my body what to do.
Mr. Sir, do
Shut
you have a sniper rifle?
I have a pistol.
Okay. It must be the computer, the AI that's picking people off then. The sniper
Yeah.
rifle. Because every now and again I'm trying to shoot at them and I see that someone picks them off. I'm like, oh, okay. Go off, King. Don't look at me. Stop. Stop perceiving me. When do you think gyms are finally going to say that people aren't allowed to record themselves during
It depends on the
their
gym.
workout?
Some gyms have made that like a rule, but it's usually gyms that they've like that have had that as a common problem enough that they're like,
We're going to look for the last lifeboat, Echo 419. Good luck.
oh, that was a botch. What was it? Yeah, it's only like if the gym has enough people recording and they're like people enough complain enough that they have that as a rule, but it varies from gym to gym, obviously. Like I don't think I haven't really noticed anybody at my gym recording stuff, so
I kind of want to start going to a gym just so that I can run into these maniacs. Not just people who are recording themselves, but like actual maniacs who are sprinting 27 miles per hour on the treadmill and things like that.
my
But
favorite is the person that doesn't. My favorite is the person that doesn't know, or is like just like makes weird noises when they're lifting and exerting force for some reason.
yeah,
It's like, you know, like I guess he probably has his headphones in and he doesn't hear the noises he's making, but at the same time he has to know, right?
Yeah. Like I want to be amongst the people, you know, amongst the commoners.
Amongst the people, all
Mhm.
right. Fucking this guy is apparently so fucking rich and out of touch with the world.
Oh, man, I've been doing my best to learn about money so that I can finally have the talk about how to be rich. This PowerPoint presentation that I've made in my head about making money and having it and using it and things like that.
Is this about investing or something?
Yeah, well, not just investing. It's about just having money in general. Like, hey, you started a job where you have enough money that you can actually have some of it at the end of the month, and it didn't all just go to bills. What do you do with that money? Do you invest it? Do you save? Do you what do you do at this point? And so, yeah, come on down. Everyone sit down. Welcome to the class. Unfortunately, apparently my internet or mic has been cutting out. So with my luck, it cut out just as I was saying that. So I don't know how well this is going to go, but gentlemen, Simon, you go to the gym, yeah?
Sure.
According to my dreams, you do anyway. And it was like, it's not just like your laugh wasn't just like, ha 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 ha. It was like, I would be like, Simon, what happened to you? You're freaking huge. And you were like, ha ha. And then you would flex. And I'd be like, no, like seriously,
Hell
like
yeah, dude.
you're like you were laughing like in the arrogant anime character or the really meaty anime character.
Yeah, that wasn't a dream, by the way. That actually happened. in
I
real
was
life.
just like, yeah, what's going on? And you're like,
in the future.
ha ha ha, and then you would flex, and it was just so
What?
hilarious. But yeah, Simon. So when when a person wants to get fit, what is the first thing that they need to do prior to, even before they start going to the gym? What is the most important thing that they need to be doing?
Be
Eat better.
alive.
Close. It's counting their calories. Until you know, eating better is more or less the same thing. Until you know where your calories are coming in from, you can't stop yourself from gaining weight, right? And it's the same thing with money, which is why you have to form a budget. You have to know where your money is going to, so you know where you're hemorrhaging most of it, and you need to make a budget that you will actually stick to. So the first part of having money and becoming rich, once you make the budget, is keeping track, like sticking to it. There's like, I could talk about resolve and how to actually make yourself do something that you might not want to do. Like, you don't want to, if you're spending a lot of money on your own personal things like restaurants or clothes or whatever, you don't want to stop doing that, but that's a different conversation for a different time. So first part is making a budget. For me, let me pull up my budget really quickly.
Roger that. I'm on my way. New traffic
Look.
on the Covenant BattleNet. I found Captain Key.
For me, my budget consists of, how many is this?
A ship I disabled before
10?
in the autumn.
10 different parts. So there's necessities. These are usually just things like groceries. Some of the, oh, okay. So I'm gonna pass on a trick, a multi-generational trick that was taught to me by my mom. And by multi-generational, I mean 3, because her dad taught her and she taught me. So it's called the envelope system. What you do is every month or every paycheck, you divide your money into different manila envelopes. One of them is marked things like emergency. One of them is marked personal. One of them is marked whatever. That way, it's a lot easier when you actually see your money to know, like, it's a lot easier to actually put it in these individual envelopes rather than just saying, oh, well, I know that I have this much money. Mr. Sir, over here. We're leaving, Mr. Sir. We're leaving. It's the end of the mission. You put your money in the different envelopes because then you're able to actually see, you're a lot more honest about it rather than saying, oh, well, I know I have $200 that needs to go to this, but I'm just going to keep it in my savings account. When you actually see that envelope, or in my case, in the digital world, what I've done is in my bank account, I just opened up several checking accounts, and at the end of each month, I put the money into these. So the first one is necessities. These are things like groceries. It's mostly just groceries, like things that I have to have in order to live month to month. And it's just groceries. I've also I budgeted a little bit above. Oh, there we go. We got the achievement. We're finished with this.
Did we?
I budgeted a little bit above that. So let's say my groceries each month is $360. Then I budget for $400. Obviously, it's if you're able to. If you, this is for like you have enough money that you have surplus. It's not like, you know, you're working like how I used to work at McDonald's, where all your money went to bills and then you had none left over. So you put an extra 40 at the end of the month into the necessities envelope or checking account, and I use this to buy things that I need around my apartment. Like I need some furniture around my apartment, and so I would use the necessities fund for that. I wouldn't use my personal fund. The second one is for cars. This is for, I feel like I'm rambling. I'll try and be more concise. Second one's for cars. This is
I feel
for,
like Sam is not even here. He hasn't said anything.
it's okay.
Well, no, it's like I feel like his
Oh.
necessities money should go into buying a new microphone.
My microphone's fine. My
To you,
microphone's
apparently.
fine. Well, whatever. You can hear me fine enough. The second one is car.
Can I though? Is the question.
Okay. I'll be more concise. The second one is car. This is for things like gas and car insurance, and that's it. Third one is personal. This is for you to spend on whatever you want. If you want a new game controller or a new mic, apparently, or Steam games or whatever, there's that. Fourth one is housing. This is just rent. Fifth one is utilities. Any water or electricity or internet or better internet, things like that. Next is insurance for your like renter's insurance, or if you have like life insurance or things like that. Sixth one's, well, it's investments. This is just like I told you guys about the Pokemon nanoblocks that I wanted to sell. So any money that I want to use to buy like painting materials or things like that, or just it's supposed to be for things that have the potential of earning you money back. Next is
Concept?
yeah. Next is pets. Obviously my cat needs to eat, but also in the event that something bad happens, like she eats a string like the moron she is, then I need to have the money for her surgery and for preventatives. And if you weren't a vet, it would be for you know, your yearly vet exams. Second to last one is family. This is just money that you're sending home to your family. And the final one is miscellaneous. This is for unforeseen expenses. This is, oh no, my car broke down and I only have $30 left over in the car budget. Well, I'm going to grab from this unforeseen expenses. So for me, I set it at $500. This is, again, you're not taking out of this because you're like, oh, well, you know what? I really want to buy this stool, but I've already used up my personal fund, or I really want to buy this piano, but I don't have the money for it. This is only for things that are beyond your control that have happened. If you don't spend the money, you keep it in that envelope or in that checking account for, this is your rainy day fund. Should something happen, you go to this first before your savings. Second thing that you do, now that you have your envelope system, is let me see. Second thing you do is you make sure that you have enough money for you to live for 3 months at your current lifestyle without having to sacrifice anything. So if you're spending a total of $1,000 each month between rent and everything, then you need to store up $3,000 so that you can continue living your normal lifestyle while you're looking for a job. Once you have all of that settled, once you've managed to stick to your budget, once you have everything set, now you're finally trying to look towards investments. And maybe I'll talk about this on a different day when my mic is better. But those are the basics. You start with a budget, make sure you can stick to it, make sure you actually put the money into a separate system or envelope or checking account so that it'll keep you honest, and it's a lot easier to actually see that money growing over time. That's it. That's part 1. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Sorry about the mic quality. Let's move on to the next achievement.
A
Well-
solid part. A solid part there, but I think I'm more
you.
interested in the part 2, honestly. So I
With the investments.
Yeah, I should have skipped that one instead.
Okay, okay, we can
I'm
go
here
into.
for I'm here for part 3.
Okay, let me start on this next one. Okay, so Mr. Sir, it's kill every elite on the level keys on heroic or legendary difficulty. Seems pretty straightforward, so we're just gonna play that entire level on legendary, is my understanding.
Wow.
Do you think we should take off any skulls? Oh, heroic. We can do heroic. It'll be easier. Do you think we should take off all the skulls, or do you think they'll be fine?
Well, that's up to you, Mister. But I need to also beat the part-time monkeys.
Oh, it needs to be part-time.
Surely we can do it on heroic.
Okay, I'm gonna take off all the skulls. We're going to, except for the grunt birthday party. That's mandatory.
So that's a classic.
Okay, and we're gonna be heroic, and now we're going to.
All right, let's try to kill all the elites. If we can't get the part-time, it doesn't matter.
Okay, so
Oh,
we're
wait,
prior.
This is the mission where we have to kill. And okay, yeah, we probably won't get part-time, but that's fine. Whatever. Let's kill these suckers.
If you think we're not gonna get part-time, we might as well come back. We might as well put on the skulls and come back on normal difficulty.
Yeah, let's
instead.
put on the skulls then. Let's
Okay.
do it. I don't believe in me holding you back.
All right, here we go. Okay, so investments. You have. Hold on, let me actually open up my Google Doc for this. I actually have a document called "How to Be Rich" because this was supposed to be. There was a playlist on how to that I was making called "How to Be Rich," where the idea was that you watch the videos there and it tells you. Okay. So I have a few different things here. Simon, do you have a lot of debt?
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah,
I mean,
have
if you guys don't think that it's going to be worthwhile, I can just skip the debt portion. But if you think you'll gain something out of like hearing the terminology for debt and the strategy to pay off debt, then I'll actually go through it.
Listen,
are
I'm
your
gonna be
thoughts?
honest with you, bro. I just want to see how you make little money make a lot of money.
Okay, so that's going to be
Yeah.
investments. That's not going to be debt. So
like I said, I'm here for part 3, Mister.
okay, part 3 can be like health insurance or something. We're going to skip that too. So let me
Oh
open
no,
up.
I was thinking something else for part 3.
I don't what like buying condoms. I don't understand. What was that laugh?
I don't know. Don't worry.
Okay, so you want to make small money into big money. The way to do that, you're thinking like proper investments. This is where you're putting in money into something and you get some money back. Let me open up this file. So there are, and it's been a while since I've reviewed this, but let me make sure I have this correct.
I hate the flood.
I didn't write it down. Okay, we're going to be working off memory a little bit. So there are different types of like investments with the like SP 500 and all of that, right? So you can have what's called a mutual fund. This is
Right.
something where you're putting in money and someone else is using a computer generated algorithm to. Do we jump down this, Mr. Sir?
I guess we jumped down.
There we go. Yeah, we do.
Here we go.
This is where you're giving someone money and they have a computer program that automatic. Oh, Mr. Sir, we didn't kill the elite that was on the other side of that door. We have to restart.
We gotta go back.
There we go. All right. I'm going to leave this to you because I have to look at my notes for this. Mutual fund. You're giving someone else money. They have an AI program. The AI program says, we've looked at the past like 5 years of the market, and we have determined that these are the safe things for you to put your money towards, and these are the dangerous things to put your money towards. So we're going to put like 80% of your money into the safe stuff, safe stocks. These are should I explain stocks? Are you guys good?
Explain stocks. What are you explaining? Like what a stock is?
Yeah.
I don't need to know what a stock is.
Okay. So they're your safe stocks, the things that you know will go up probably no matter what. These are things like Apple, Microsoft, maybe not Tesla anymore, but things like that where it's like a Disney where no matter
Yeah.
what, you know they're gonna Nintendo, you know they're going to be making money. People
know
will
about
always be
Nintendo.
giving them money. Okay, maybe not Nintendo. Fine, whatever. Those are your safe stocks. Alternatively, you have your more risky stocks. These are your startup businesses, your Silicon
Yeah.
Valley or whatever.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that are, Mr. Sir, you can just, oh, here, let me fly over and take care of this guy for you.
I don't want to fall down because my fly button's broken.
All right. You saw me fly over there and you continue to throw grenades on me. Why?
I don't know if you needed help or not.
Okay. So that's what the mutual fund is. It's just an AI program that's automatically, you give them the money, they automatically decide this is what is safest for you to put your money into. And so we're going to take your money and put it into that. There are two ways to pay them. Either you can pay them at the end of the year or whatever, something like that. Or, Mr. Sir, I'm dead, by the way, so be careful. Or you can, the more common thing is that they will, you start earning money and they just take a percentage of your earnings. That way you don't ever have to think about like paying them. It's just whatever you take home, period. Those are mutual funds. Instead of mutual funds, let me see if I can find this. Mutual fund. Here. Come on.
Please, are you back yet? You have to be back. Okay, good.
Sorry, I had to put my cat away. Instead of mutual fund, you can invest on your own. This is obviously a lot more dangerous because nobody can predict the market. So you don't know what's going to go up, what's going to go down. It takes a lot of learning. It's very difficult and it gives me a headache.
Because the truth is, the shadow government runs the market.
Where are
Game is
my
rigged.
It's rigged from the start.
playlists? Here we go. What's the other one called? Oh, index fund and ETF. Man, I don't remember what that is anymore. I need to go back and rewatch those videos. So that's one way to make money. A second way, oh, ETF. I forget what it stands for, but ETF is kind of similar to a mutual fund.
I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, I'll review it eventually. The point of the ETF is instead of giving it to a company that has an AI program, instead
Just a few cutouts. Just a few. Cutouts.
he's literally going every other word.
No, sir. It's only a few cutouts.
no, you
No,
guys.
but no, that stretch though, where it was like 2 words cut off, 2 words again, cut off again.
You guys will figure it out, I'm sure. Read my lips, okay?
Read your what?
My lips, not those lips. Okay, alternatively, and I guess 401k will be for, we can lump that into this. Alternatively, you have ETF, where instead of a company that has a program, an AI program, you're just giving your money to someone and you're just telling them, yeah, I'm young and dumb. I want you to put my money into risky things. Mr. Sir, this way, turn around. Look, he's able to hear me enough to hear me say turn around, so figure it out. I'm just gonna be your respawn beaker back here. Once we kill enough of these enemies.
Just seem to never stop coming.
Yeah, never mind. They're dropping down from above. I'm gonna have to move back. Okay. Alternatively, you can put your money into much safer institutions. You can have things where you're putting your money into like high interest saving accounts with banks or CDs, or you can do, okay, there's a mutual fund. With mutual funds, the problem with them is that it goes up and down. So for instance, I put over the past like 5 years, I put about $3,000 into a mutual fund, and it has gone because the market has been doing poorly for the past few years. I've just been losing money. It's been going down and down and down. Now it's starting to recover, but you never know if you're going to go up or you're going to go down. So a way you can balance that is what's called dollar average saving. The idea is every month you put in a small amount of money, usually around like $100 or whatever is insignificant enough to you that it doesn't matter. You put a small amount of money into the mutual fund. If you're, and that way you're kind of like, if the market goes down, well, you only put in $100 that month. Hopefully next month it'll be better. And so you don't really lose that much money. The problem with that is that if the market goes up, you also don't really gain a lot of money. So you're trying to like hit the balance. You're trying to hit an average where you're just steadily increasing, because every month you're putting in the same amount. It's a little bit, so long as the market continues to increase, which unless we're going to hit a recession, usually it does increase. Eventually you'll trickle back some money. Alternatively, you could use a CD account with banks. This would be where you just go to a bank. Usually there's no early withdrawal fee. So you go to a bank, you say, I have $5,000. I'm going to give this to you. You do whatever you want. You can pay back your investors. You can invest this money yourself. Do whatever you want to. Here's $5,000. At the end of however long you guys decide, and you can sign up for 3 months, 6 months, whatever. We're going to say you sign up for a 3-month one. At the end of that 3 months, they will give you back 5% of whatever that money was. So if you gave them $5,000, they would give you back $5,050. $5,025, I think. Make sure I did that math right.
Wait, you said 5%?
I'm sorry, 5,250. I'm stupid.
This is a good bank with a 5%. Usually it's like not 5%.
It can be higher, it can be lower, it depends. I'm talking to a tax preparer, no, not a tax preparer, I don't know what they're called, CPA. I'm talking to someone who deals with taxes. He's not a lawyer, but the company works with vets a lot, and they really help out vets. So I'm just trying to share some of the stuff that he tells me with you guys. And, doctors sometimes get benefits.
Got the doctor benefit.
Yeah. There's also, I'm going to write down how to buy a house too, because it looks like within the next year I'm going to have to start looking towards buying a house.
Bro, that bubble's never gonna burst. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you just have to take the loss. Okay. So you could be doing dollar cost averaging. You could be getting paying mutual funds. You could be paying someone for ETF. You could be doing that. Or there's...
I just want to interrupt 1 second. Sorry for the interruption, but ETF, if you just switch it around, it's Escape from Tarkov. So it's a Escape Tarkov ROM. There you go. That's what it means.
I see.
Solved it.
Thank you. Very insightful. So alternatively, you could have life insurance saving. There are some life insurance plans that work like such. So, sorry. With the bank, if you do their high interest payment account, whatever, you can take out, let's say after a month, you're like, oh, hold on, I need that $5,000. I need to fix my car or something like that. They'll just give you back the $5,000. You don't earn anything from your interest, but you also don't have to pay them anything. So ideally, you would just keep going into high interest saving accounts. But the problem is, once you start withdrawing that money, like it's very bad for passive income, because once you start withdrawing that money, then the money you get next month is even lower. You could do mutual funds. The problem with that is that you could win a lot if you just get lucky and you time things right. Am I breaking up again?
Yeah.
You've been honestly this entire time, dude.
Yeah, it's just funny. It's like your problem, and then you, and then
Your
just cut
problem,
out.
you.
Okay. Okay. Bank accounts, you don't get a lot of money, or it takes a lot of time to get a lot of money. Mutual funds, you could either win a ton of money or you could lose a ton of money. It kind of goes up and down, and you have to just decide at one point when you're going to jump off that horse and cut your losses or take your earnings. Life insurance saving, you put They tell you if you take out any money over the next 10 to 15 years, we are going to charge you such a high amount of money that you basically barely earn anything. So these are your long-term earning. This is something that you're putting in money, and over the next 10 to 15 years, you're not getting that money back, more or less.
Yeah.
The reason that this is so great, though, is that you will never lose money. They say no matter what, if the market sucks, you're not going to pay for that. If the market goes down, the worst thing that will happen is you don't earn any money. If the market goes up,
every time, bro. Every time he's about to hit like a big point, he's just like, nope, out.
all right, let me try that again. At worst, you gain 0 money. That's it. You don't lose any money. They don't take any money from you. It doesn't go negative. You only ever gain $0 or more than $0. This is a life insurance savings account. The thing is that, like I said, you pay really high money to them if you try and take it out early. Early being like within 10 to 15 years. So the idea is after 10 to 15 years, they no longer have that stipulation. You can start taking out money. You don't take out all of it. You take out a little bit and let your money keep growing. So let's say after 10 to 15 years, you're finally at, let me think. You're finally at 300,000, no, probably more than that, $500,000. You don't take out $100,000. You just take out like $50,000 and you leave the rest in there so it continues to grow. Also, they tend to have a death insurance policy tied to that. So after 10 years, you have $300,000. If you were to suddenly die, your family gets either the $300,000 or your death insurance policy, whichever is, I think, greater. So after 10 years, your death insurance policy is probably only like $20,000. After 20 years, you have now $700,000, but your death insurance policy is like $1 million. After 30 years, you have maybe $1.2 million, but your death insurance policy is like 15 or like $1.7 million, something like that. At some point, your death insurance policy increases a lot, but obviously that's money you will never see because it's only when you die that it can be taken out. So instead, what you're doing is you're just siphoning off a little bit of money each time, every month, so that you can use it to pay off your bills or things like that. That's more or less the investment spiel that I have for you. Making money though, outside, like, there's a lot that goes into making money outside of just investments though, through proper planning, through knowing when to buy a house, through paying off your debt, knowing how to pay off your debt, things like that. But if your biggest interest is about investments, I would start right now with, once you have your emergency fund, I would start with putting some money, putting like $100 into a mutual fund every now and again. And then once you're at a point where you're making enough money that you can start. No.
I'm just saying, it was a bad idea to let you go on like a 30-minute monologue while your mic is doing this. Like, that was not the smartest idea on our parts at all.
Yeah, I said I was gonna save it.
No, but it's just like, it kind of didn't see how the mic would be really play into this, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. I can break it down into 5 minutes next time my mic works.
5 what?
Minutes?
5 hours?
I'll break it down into 5 minutes next time my mic's working. Maybe I need to reset my internet.
I don't know if it's your internet, man. Might be a technical. You could see. I guess you would be able to see it in your recordings, so whatever.
I'm gonna go take a listen to one of the recordings right now because I was having difficulty with my stream earlier, where it was looking laggy. So I feel like it's. Taking out money, you don't take out all of it, you take out a little bit and let your money I'm back. My stream is perfectly fine. It doesn't show any issues with my audio. It doesn't even cut out. So
Is it
I'm
us then?
so I'm gonna restart Discord. Am I any better?
It comes and goes is the thing.
Okay, so it's not like my mic quality is just always bad. It's that I randomly drop, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, well, at least on the YouTube videos, when the last time Simon started laughing, my mic was still perfectly fine. I didn't hear anything.
I mean, so far you're good.
In the corner.
Okay, I guess we'll see.
Blood are gathering bodies here.
That means something.
We'll see. Hopefully. Tell you what, I'll start summarizing. I'll break down.
Well, actually, no. Here's the question I have for you. I'm surprised that you didn't learn anything about Roth IRAs or anything like that. 'Cause I feel
Yes.
like that's like a big. Oh.
Well, yeah. 401k traditional versus Roth is something that I was thinking about talking about, but I thought you were more interested in like traditional investments. So, yeah, and this would
Well,
be
I feel like isn't Roth IRA like the go-to, honestly, for like investing? Like, I'm surprised you would even do any of the others. Well, maybe the life insurance thing makes sense because you
I
have, like, a
have
long-
disability insurance, which I can talk about that too. I have short-term and long-term disability insurance. I have, I think life insurance, and I have. Oh, that's not good.
That's pretty good.
No, not that. There you are.
Yeah, I got grenaded by somebody.
I didn't throw a grenade, so it was the
They
flood. Okay, I think the enemies are just gonna spawn infinitely there, so let's just keep moving. Yeah, so IRAs, the problem with them. Okay, well, let me talk about 401k, and then I'll compare the
Yeah,
IRA
let me
to.
tell you about the IRA.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, dirty Irishman.
All right.
What?
That went about as well as I thought. So, with 401ks, there are two types. There's traditional 401k. This is where. So the purpose of 401k. Let me start there. It's the government. The government forces you to save for your retirement through Social Security, right? But the 401k, the idea of it is that you pay into a 401k account, and the money that you pay towards it is before you pay taxes. So even though my salary is technically supposed to be $10,000 a month, I only actually get about $6,000 a month because the remaining 4,000 immediately goes to taxes. So the 401k gets paid into before you start having to pay any taxes. So that's the great thing about it, because you only pay taxes on everything else afterwards. Goodness.
Are we going backward?
I don't know. Probably. I think we're supposed to be going down, not up. I don't know. I haven't been following this mission. No, we're supposed to go up. Probably. I don't know. Well, there's a dead body.
It's only mint.
Yeah, because this is where the enemies kept spawning. So this is, yeah, there we go. It has where we're supposed to go. It has the marker. So you're paying into 401ks. You're doing it prior to your taxes getting applied. You can have traditional 401k. This means that you just pay your money into. Oh, and if you try and take your money out of your 401k before you retire, like before age, whatever the retirement age officially is, then you have to
Don't
pay.
do that.
Yeah, don't do that. Because you have to pay a ton of money just to get them out, to the point where you're barely making anything. So there's traditional, where you aren't paying any taxes on your money right now. When you hit retirement age, which I think in America is 65, when you hit retirement age, you then pay taxes all at once, and then you can start getting your money out. The reason you would want to do a traditional 401k is if you aren't expecting to be more valuable later than you are now, because you're paying all your taxes. Sorry, I don't know how to get out of here. You're paying all your taxes you're paying all your taxes later on, and you're able to put in your money now. Hopefully that makes sense.
Well, it's a weird concept, right? Because like it's saying like you're
Oh.
being taxed at the bracket that you're in when you hit retirement age or something like that.
Yes,
But
that's exactly it.
it's like I don't know.
Alternatively, you can have a Roth 401k, and IRA is more or less the same thing. It's just that
Yeah,
it doesn't
yeah.
have the same protections. But you could pay a Roth 401k where you're paying the taxes now, and you're putting in your money, and when you retire, you don't have to pay any taxes on it whatsoever. The reason you would do this is if you expect that you're going to be making more money, you're going to be in a higher tax bracket later in life than you are now. So this is big for people who are planning on starting companies. This would be like I'm hoping to start a YouTube channel where I'm like explaining veterinary medicine. I would be ideally making money from that. I would like
Well,
to.
would you be making money from that even when you're 65 though? Is the thing? That's the part that I don't get.
If I can get the YouTube channel going for long enough.
You'd be still doing that at 65? I don't know about that, dude.
The point is, it's an example. The point is that you're paying
Right.
you're paying a Roth 401k if you think you're going to be starting a business or earning a lot more money later on. Maybe
Right,
I
and I
might.
feel like it's really only that edge case of just like you're starting a business. Like I really don't see most professions.
Oops, sorry, Mr. Sir.
Most professions at 65, you're probably working the easiest job of your life. If you're not, something went horribly wrong.
It could also be, frick. It could also be that you're gonna be like buying, like if you're gonna be buying up vet clinics or something like that. Like there's still things.
Yeah, I don't know how
There's
that works. Like, does owning property even like, how do you get taxed on that? Like,
I don't know enough to actually say. What I do
Yeah.
know is that if you own the vet clinic, then you're making some of the money. You know, you're getting some of the money that
yeah,
vet
no,
clinic
totally.
earns.
Like, if you own a business, that makes sense to do the Roth stuff.
So
Like,
yeah,
I'm saying that's
I
the
would
only edge
imagine
case.
you're saying like when you're 65, you're probably working. You're acting as if like once you hit
No,
65.
but I'm saying that's the only case though. Like, how like the only case that you would be at a lower tax bracket when you're 65 is if you open a business.
Not
Every
a
other-
lower tax bracket, a higher tax bracket. If you're
Yeah,
expecting
the
to
other-
be,
sorry, the other way around. Like, dude, you get the idea though. Like again, the only cases I'm seeing is if you start your own business, because literally every other job, if you don't have your own business, you're not gonna be making enough money at 65 to be in a higher tax bracket.
so you're saying you don't think anyone's ever going to like get promoted to manager in Home Depot or something like that? You think no one's ever going to be? You think they're not going to advance at all?
I think that like your peak tax bracket is somewhere like in your 30s, and then after that, it's like most.
Why would it
people,
be
like,
in
like-
your
what?
what? No, but I'm not understanding. Why would that be? You again, it's
Okay,
not. It's
no,
not your.
see,
It's,
I see what the dissonance is. So there's this thing for like software developers where like some software developers, they start off and they get like this job at like Google or Microsoft or wherever, and it's like an insanely, it's like 6 digits right off the bat or whatever. They go to Google, Microsoft. It's fucking hell because those type of companies are terrible to work for, but they give you a ton
hold
of
on,
money.
Simon. Real
What's up?
quick, I have to go put my cat away.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead. You start
I don't
out
want to.
at these tech companies. You're making 6 figures off the bat.
Well, okay, so that's like a trend of some form or factor. It's like you go to like a company that is like terrible to work for. It's like it's one of like those wage slave companies. You make 6 figures, but it's terrible. But you go there to start off, and you just make your money at the start, and then from there you just coast. You switch to a different job that like pays you lower, but you just coast, and that's kind of the concept I'm trying to convey.
Whoa,
is
that
like,
yeah,
you
that's
make
that's
your
way
money-
backwards though.
It depends. I don't know like how like if that's like a unique thing to tech jobs or
That
whatever.
100% is unique. So let's say that at least like from my experience, okay, and I'm gonna push vet out of the window. When I was working at Walmart or McDonald's, the idea is that you're starting out literally minimum wage. You become promoted to assistant manager. Now you're making a little bit more money. Then you get promoted to manager. Now you're making a little bit more money. Realistically, you're probably never going to become like regional manager or district manager or things like that. There's the potential that you could be, but for most people, the highest you're probably going to go is manager of one thing or another. Same thing with Kroger. Same thing with Same thing with Kroger, same thing with Home Depot, same thing with a lot of these other places. Like the highest you'll be is manager. So technically you'll still be making like, I don't know, 15, maybe 20,000 more than you were before, but you're making more money than you were when you were younger. Like usually your money and your position increases over time. It's not that like you take an easier job or like your dream job for less money. Some people do that, but I don't think that's most people. I think most people continue to work in whatever job is paying them the most amount of money.
Yeah,
Just-
I'm not saying that it's like a common thing, but I'm saying I guess yeah, in the context of the Roth IRA, most of the time, yeah, you're probably at or you plateau at some point for the thing, but it's like it's not exactly uncommon that you have that your money peaks at some point, not peaks, but like you have like a very high paying job, but it's definitely not like it's like not a very healthy work life balance, and then at some point you just, when you decide to slow things down and you decide to spend more time outside of work, you start coasting. Obviously I didn't do that because I just coasted this entire time.
Mhm.
But
And keep in mind, like the Roth IRA doesn't have to, it's not everyone should be paying into a Roth IRA or a Roth whatever. It's specifically for the people who are going to be making more money. If you anticipate that you're not going to be making more money when you're older, then you should use traditional, because that's what's, it's not that this is what's best for everyone. This is just, these are your two options. Either you can pay money now because you expect to be in a higher tax bracket later, or you can pay money later because you don't anticipate being in a higher bracket later.
No, I get that, but it's like it's also like a, how do you even predict like how tax brackets move? Like obviously, I don't think tax brackets have really changed much over the last like couple decades, but it's like I can't predict tax brackets in like 40 years. What are they really gonna look like?
Exactly. And so that's why most people who actually know what they're talking about with taxes will tell you to pay into both, because you don't know, not even the tax brackets, you don't know where your life is going to go. You don't know if you're going to be making more money later on, if you're going to be in a higher tax bracket, if you're going to be in a lower tax bracket. You don't know if maybe life goes terrible and you have no money going on later on in life. You start working as a Walmart greeter and you're making minimum wage. You don't know.
Good luck
So
with that. I just kill myself.
yeah. So well, okay.
AI replaced
Whoa,
it.
I mean, no, you're
More
not
like
wrong.
AI
That's-
replaced.
Yeah, or if AI, you don't know. So they tell you that you should pay into both of them because you don't know.
Yeah, I mean honestly though, all this investment talk, you think about it, really doesn't matter. At some point, you know, climate change is just gonna kill us all anyways. Sea
That's,
level's gonna rise.
you got 200 years. Come on.
200 years? Yeah, sure.
That's
dude.
like, yeah, we're killing ourselves, but that's not our generation. Our generation's having like, oh, the hotter summers and everything like that, but we still
It
got,
is insane.
we still have probably thousands of years on the earth. Humans eventually,
Thousands? Not even close.
yes,
dude.
humans eventually, yes, will kill themselves with climate change, but this isn't a within 20 years problem. Like, you're not going to see
Well,
the end
no,
of humanity
you're,
in your lifetime.
Well, no, I think
Our
like there's
investment-
going to be. What's that? Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm actually gonna say our investment won't matter because we're gonna be in World War III soon.
That's
There
it.
we go. That's a lot
There
more, like, right now, that's a problem. Mr. Sir, are you dead?
Investments won't matter because aliens are gonna come down to the planet and
No,
be
you're
like,
not.
"What the fuck are you
Aliens
guys
are
doing?"
real, and after that guy broke the news, they're coming to kill us all.
It's honestly insane to think that like, you know, fucking Twitter had a hold of that news for like a day or two, but all people could do with it is complain more about the government, which is, you know,
Yeah, that's
fair,
wild.
honestly.
But come
Like,
on, like, you hear that, yes, aliens exist, and everyone's trying so hard to be the person who didn't like Oppenheimer or Barbie or the latest thing. They just want to be able to, what the heck? They just want to be able to say that, oh yeah, like, sure, aliens exist, but we're still, you know, I still can't afford a house, so I don't care about aliens. If you don't shut up right now, aliens are so cool. You can, look, just give, just a week. That's all I'm asking for. You can go back to complaining
All
about
I'm
how
saying
awful life
is,
is.
All I'm saying is, where's my proof? I can't trust words no more. I need to see pics.
You need to see pics, dude. I will say it's a good thing you took that angle with that though, because I honestly I get why people are doing it, because like it's just so hot right now to fucking bash the government. You know, it's so hot to bash politics and all that stuff. It's
But come on, like you're still gonna be a broke bitch in a week, okay? Just like let's nerd out about aliens for a little bit, and then you can go back to complaining about how you don't have any money because you decided to put your money into a Roth IRA, even though you have no chances of going into a higher tax bracket later on. Like let's just talk about this first for a little bit.
No, I mean, so here's the thing though, is like
Wait, you
I
said
don't
you're
know,
frozen?
Yeah.
Okay, here I'm gonna kill you really quickly.
I don't know. It's my socialist brain going and like fucking popping up and being like, actually, this is really entertaining for me. I love seeing people just
You're still
so
frozen?
firmly devout in their beliefs of being so anti-capitalism that I'm into this still.
For
Like,
me,
and
you're
also, I
just
just
jumping
don't, I'm
up
not
and down.
invested in aliens that
Hold on.
much, to be honest.
So I mean, give us a second really quickly. Gordon, are you still frozen?
It's still frozen on my.
Okay, I don't know how much more of the mission we have. Do you want us to restart, or do you want me to try and get through? What do you
Sir,
think?
maybe if you die, reload a checkpoint, I'll come back.
All right, let me off myself. Okay, go ahead, Simon. You're a socialist, and you want to hear about how communism's the... Oh, shoot, I have to kill both of us at the same time. All right, there we go.
I mean, listen, all I'm saying is that like I feel like aliens. I don't know. I'm just not that super interested in aliens, dude. Like it doesn't really mean anything.
Wild. Wild.
No, but,
Intelligent
like,
life.
if there was actually important alien news, like there would be, it wouldn't just be on fucking like a random Twitter trend. It would actually mean something.
Mr. Sir, you're
It's
still...
no good.
Okay,
no
do you
good.
want me to restart?
Yeah.
It's a similar
Okay.
thing to what said, to be honest with you, where he was like, I want to see the proof. Like, I mean, all we heard was just some random whistleblower fucking saying shit, oh, fucking, you know, Area 51's got some random garbage from space or whatever. It's like, who cares?
So is
dude?
it that you
It's
don't
not
care about...
substantial.
Is it that you don't care about aliens, or you don't believe this whistleblower?
No, I believe in them, but I just don't think it's substantial.
Oh,
yet.
wait,
Like,
now I'm
we need
frozen.
something substantial. Like, it's no surprise that people are like, oh, I want to keep going about my fucking anti-capitalist rant because
Oh,
this
okay.
thing doesn't really matter still.
Okay. So
And
until...
they were all kind of honest, and there's like a bit of like this. I don't want to call it conspiracy theory because honestly, it has a lot of credence to it. Of just like whenever bad stuff happens.
No, you can't just say it's not a conspiracy theory because you believe in it. That's not how that works.
No, I'm not saying. I didn't. Credence doesn't mean that I believe in it. Credence means that it has some sort of like prior backing to it, like some sort of like actual evidence supporting it. I don't think you understand what that word means, or I don't understand what that word means.
Oh no, my problem wasn't with credence. I was just saying, like, you can't just say because you believe in this. Like everyone who
I didn't
believes...
say I believed in it, did I?
Yeah. Or maybe
Yes,
I
I
thought you did. My
No,
point is
I just said that it had credence because like it is a noticeable trend that companies do sometimes.
I'm just... My point was just everyone who believes... Like, people who believe in flat Earth will also say, look, we used to believe in flat Earth all this long time ago, and then the government started becoming more... Like, everyone's always going to have a reason, or look back and say, well, this is definitive proof for this. If the moon isn't a hologram, then how come I've never been to it? If the Earth isn't flat, then how come I've never been to space and seen a round Earth?
Around Earth.
That was my only point.
Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, I don't
Excuse
like
me.
obviously I agree with that
Oop.
because like the whole alternative thinking stuff is like a lot of what's wrong with the world anyways. But all I was saying is that like it is a noticeable trend. Like people have already documented that companies often use things to divert attention whenever they fear backlash, and it's like it's not really, you know, surprising that this Area 51 stuff leaks at a time period where, you know, people are very much not happy with the government.
But people have been not happy with the government for years.
Yeah.
You're like, it's not like it's not like the government sat down and they were like, last week our approval rating dropped dramatically. No. People have been unhappy. Oh, sorry about that, Mr. Sir. Have
I mean,
been
people have
unhappy. with the
unhappy
government.
for fucking decades, but like still stuff comes in to distract and divert attention.
So you're saying this would just be the latest one then?
Yeah, honestly, there's like a lot of things that like they would try to throw at people to avoid having to face up to stuff. because like we've seen that stuff with Blizzard all the time, and like honestly, the government works
Oh
pretty
my
much the same as a
goodness.
corporation at this point in time.
The stuff with Blizzard, you mean about their like sexual harassment?
And also like how literally whenever they have some sort of big drama scandal thing pop up, they almost always try to cover it up with some sort of big announcement for one of their games.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's just a popular trend for these companies, and I'm saying that like governments,
Would do the same
Because-
tactic.
yeah,
100%.
because they're this because at some point the government's a company itself. It operates in a very profit focused way at this point.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much a company.
My problem is just I don't know. One, aliens are cool. Two, even if that is what's going on, I don't feel like there's anything like there's nothing right now that will cause them to be like, no, we need to break the news because it just dropped that American scientists used to inject black men with syphilis, and we need to distract the public now. You know, like maybe they did such a good job of covering it up with this alien
Yeah,
news that
maybe.
I'm not aware of it, but I just can't think of anything where, like, if it had been, let me think, if it had been that it just got proven that the U.S. has been Jones striking, poor farmers in Afghanistan for the past 10 years, and that's what's been going on overseas, and then they drop the aliens, I would 100% be, I'd still be excited for aliens, but I'd 100% be on board saying, yeah, they're just trying to cover up for the fact that it was proven that they're committing these atrocities. Or like what's it called? Not agent, the unit 751. If Japan just now had unit 751 exposed, and then they were like, hey, by the way, aliens are real, I would believe that.
Yeah,
But-
I mean, I get where you're coming from, but it's just like a thing
Ow.
of like, I think it's you're thinking like very grand in
Shoot.
scale, which is understandable, but at the same time, it's like I feel like they're just, again, it's not like 100%. I'm not like 100% on board with it, but I can see why people think it, right? Because it just it makes sense that the tactic that other companies would use would also be used by the government to try to avoid owning up to things or like having or minimizing dissent in
Yeah.
certain ways.
It doesn't even have to be like government or companies. I mean, people do the same thing too.
Sure, but like it's most notable because like, it's most just the way that the dissent is like very socialist in nature and liberal in nature. It feels more apt to talk about it in the perspective of these corporations, really.
That's fair.
Anyways, we turned this into a financing and politics podcast again, and this is not great for our health.
Yeah, can we get back to talking about JJK? Let me tell you,
how it hasn't come back yet.
I still need there's still another week break, and I can't stand it.
Wait. Before JJK, there was one I wanted to talk about. Oshinoko, Simon, have you finished it?
Oh no, sorry. Baldur's Gate's been taking over my life. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Dude.
What was the last episode? What was the last thing that happened?
She tried to do the thing.
Okay,
She
there
tried
it
to-
is. Yeah. She tried to kill herself. She jumped off. When you were asking, like, was there anything else dark that was going to happen?
Yeah, it's like literally 2
immediately.
episodes later. It's like, oh, and then
Never
alright.
succeeded. They should have
Appreciate
let her
that.
succeed.
No,
Yeah,
but
that-
then,
What's up?
well, it's just, but then she started acting like I, and then Aqua was like, oh no, I kind of find it hot that she acts like my mom, but like,
I didn't
she,
get to that episode yet, so you guys just spoiled
oh
it for me.
shit, sorry.
Wow, Mister, look at that. Look at you,
On the
Swans.
same day, you said you didn't spoil anything. That
Well,
happened,
to be
right?
fair, I've also said this before too, that I've never spoiled anything for you. All right, it's been years, maybe 4 years, 3 years.
I'm flipping the calendar.
You got one thing now.
No, but I do actually really like that plot line because it is, what is it? There's a lot about that episode that was like very well done. Like the description on the episode from the streaming service I was watching it, it was like something like, it was something very like poetic almost of like, what was it? I'm trying to remember the wording. This is the pain that you inflict. You can't see it, but it's still there, or something to that line.
Mhm.
And it's like that works really well. It's like ominous, and it's like very vague, but like once you sort of connect the dots, and it's like very obvious. It's like it's not like a mystery, but you connect the dots, and it's like, wow, yeah, no, that makes sense. and it works within the context of the episode.
Yeah.
That was really cool. And then just in general, like the way that they handled that episode, like the entire time during that episode, I had this unending sense of dread of just like, oh god, it's gonna happen. They're gonna do it. Because I know at this point, I know who fucking Aka is at this point. I've seen his work. I know I am familiar with your game.
You see that apparently it mirrored something similar in real life?
Yeah, it was an episode of Terrace House.
Yeah.
This Japanese wrestler was on that show, and honestly, it's funny. It's ironically enough.
You heard it here first. Simon laughs at girls committing suicide.
Yeah.
Yeah, I laugh at it.
The actual real incident was milder. Like the inciting incident in real life was way milder than what the girl did in the actual episode in the show, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like it's just so ironic. Like someone would look at the episode of Oshinoko and be like, that's not realistic. There's no way the internet would get that aggressive over just one tiny little slap. But then you see the actual real life event that it was based on was so tame in comparison, and it actually happened. And it's like, okay, well, did I? Yeah, I love.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's wild that real life can have these stupid, like unrealistic things, and we have to hold our fiction to a higher quality. Because what was it? There was something or someone that said, "Oh, Mr. Sir, we skipped something somehow because it's not taking us. We're gonna have to backpedal." Someone, I think I read it somewhere. Maybe you said it though, Simon. That fiction has to abide by logic and reason, where reality doesn't.
Yeah, because like reality can do whatever it wants because it is the real thing. But because we hold fiction to the standards of reality of what we perceive as reality, it's like, oh, of course.
Like I forget things all the time. I forget important stuff a lot. But the second that, like just earlier, I was looking for the title for my car and I don't know where it is, so we're gonna have to order a new one. But the fact that Daenerys took her dragons through somewhere where they were killed before, she lost a dragon before, and she still took her navy and army and other dragons through it and lost another dragon, and the writers are just like, yeah, she forgot.
She forgot.
You can't do that. No one, everyone in a story is always operating at 100% capacity. No one can ever be too scared that they can't think of anything or paralyzed by the fact that they have so much to do that it's just overwhelming them. That can't, well, for some stories that can happen, but for the most part, that's not supposed to happen. These realistic things.
Is this the idea of like
Chekhov's gun.
Well, it's also like the idealism of fiction. Like fiction is meant to be the idealistic path to make an entertaining story. So like it's not interesting to see someone that is forgetful and forgets things. Like that's not fun to see. So that's like also another aspect of it.
Or even like this right now, like instead of going out and arguably doing something, I guess, more important, like improving skills or working out or anything like that, instead we can just be here playing games that it doesn't really get anything done. It's just for fun.
You don't want to be here anymore? You don't want to fucking do this shit?
Well, I'm just so embarrassed that I'm embarrassed that I actually finally spoiled something for you that I just want to curl up in a ball, cry. Maybe this might be what makes me pick up drinking.
Wild, dude.
Yeah.
Wild.
Because I know you're never gonna let me forget this. I'm never gonna let me forget this.
I already
Yeah.
forgot.
Now, come on, man. Now, whenever we talk about plot stuff, I'm always just gonna bring that over you.
Well, I might as well just spoil the rest of Oshinoko. So.
Yeah.
No.
It's fine. My head's busy with Baldur's Gate at this point. I don't even remember anything about Oshinoko.
Mr. How do you know you actually spoiled? Simon probably doesn't even remember.
True.
Doesn't even remember what the context was.
I found.
What's up?
Well, I found how powerful gaslighting is for yourself. Like I have, I'm sure you guys have too. Maybe not you, Simon. You're just too much of a Chad and you're too perfect. But for Gordon and I'm sure we will have memory. I'll have memories of things that I said or did that were cringy when I was younger. That I was like, yeah, this is so cool. I'm so awesome. That now I'm looking at it.
I never regret over that.
Okay, well, every now and again I'll just remember things and I'll be like, man, that was so embarrassing, so cringy. Why did I do that? That's so.
I don't blame myself. I blame the others.
That's what I need to start doing. But it used to get to a point where like I would be kept up at night remembering this, and after a while I just said to myself, that didn't happen. That thing that you're embarrassed about, that thing that you're thinking about, that didn't happen. What are you
I
talking
don't
about?
go that far.
It makes it a lot easier on me.
I had one time where I was driving
What was
and
that?
we had like some traffic stop thing, and I guess I just wasn't paying attention. And are you dead, Mister?
Yeah, I'm dead.
Okay, but yeah, I wasn't paying attention, and so I turned right when obviously you couldn't turn right because the cops were there, and the guy was like, "What are you doing?" As he got up to my chin.
I'm back.
It's like, and then I was like, "Man, shoot!" I felt bad
Man,
because
shoot.
I got yelled at by a cop. But then I reflect back, I'm like, no, it's their fault.
Mm-hmm.
They should have blocked it better.
Yeah,
Fascinating.
you just gotta start gaslighting yourself. Gotta make yourself believe. You know what? You know that's how I built up my courage. Honestly, is I was socially anxious, and then I said to myself, literally, no one cares. No one's going to be thinking about me and how I did or said this embarrassing thing after 30 minutes. They're gonna forget about it. And the reason I know that is because I don't remember anything embarrassing that other people do. It's not because no one else does embarrassing things. It's just because I don't care. I don't think about it. So just go out there,
Everything,
go
Well, that's a
do.
lie.
everything that
a
I
lie.
do will be remembered by others. This is why I need
Yeah, like how
AI.
many times have we made fun of people that we've seen in on this fucking podcast, dude? Are you kidding me?
But there's tons and tons of things that we don't remember in spite of that.
Yeah, but this is it. Like, but how are
And-
you gonna know that the embarrassing thing that you just did is not gonna be talked about by that person and their friends later?
When I say embarrassing, most of it is just like, oh, I start a conversation and I'm awkward. Yeah, they might talk about it a few times, but they're not going to, like, it doesn't matter to them ultimately. Or the most common thing is just like, if I'm drinking water and I spill some on my shirt or I choke a little bit, and it's just like, man, yeah, it's so embarrassing that that happened. In 30 minutes, no one's thinking about it but me. I'm still thinking about how embarrassing it was and how I need to
Like
prove I
how-
can drink water.
No, that's crazy
This one
talk. I mean,
time.
legit. Like, whenever I make fun of somebody on this podcast, is because I know their name, their address, their date of birth.
The IP address and everything, you know,
Yeah,
where they're
yeah,
currently
yeah.
at. You got the cords. Mr. Sir, you're saying?
I was gonna say I had this one time where I was shopping and then I was walking back and I just tripped over some tile that stuck out and I face planted on the ground and I felt embarrassed.
Yeah,
And,
exactly.
And
And
then I realized it was the city, their fault for not planting the ground better.
The
exactly.
city should be embarrassed.
The city should be embarrassed. But like things
They
like that,
should
like
first.
you'll think about it and maybe someone will go and talk about it with their friends afterwards. But by tomorrow they don't remember that. Like it's not gonna be most people aren't gonna have a podcast that they're gonna bring it up and be like, yeah, so I was walking around and I saw this one guy who he
That's
freaking
not the
tripped on the
They live in,
floor.
Honestly,
I saw
they've been in the
this.
city, honestly.
I saw this short 4'11" chink, and man, you should
Not
have
even
seen
close.
what happened to
With
him.
a hard
Embarrassing.
K.
He really put some stank on that too. Like he didn't have to. No one was forcing him to. He just flopped it on the table. Yeah, go ahead. It's 712
That's-
Asian man.
Yeah, you almost said it too. Okay.
No. I'm watching my
As
words
a
now.
4'11" Asian man, I know you are 7'12" at least.
I'm not 7
Sir,
anything.
you're the next basketball prospect. They're gonna be like, you don't even need to jump. You can just walk up and dunk.
All my
That's how tall
numbers.
you are.
No, all my numbers except for my no, all my numbers except for my IQ start with 5. Oh, I died.
So your IQ is triple digits. I knew it.
That what? I should hope so.
Mister, what's the average IQ?
100?
Is it?
Yeah, 100 is the average. 70 is when you're considered mentally retarded. I think 130 is considered exceptionally smart. Like not genius. Genius is 145, but like
Oh, there.
near genius
There's
is
an Albert
1.
Einstein below 145.
Einstein? I think Einstein was like 180, but there was a guy who was 220. I think he's still
Hold up.
alive.
I need to confirm your source.
Einstein IQ. Oh, Einstein's IQ was 160. Around one. It's estimated to be 160. He never took an IQ test.
I must have remembered incorrectly.
But yeah, genius level is at one, like, not just
135 is already 99th percentile. That means I am under 100. I feel it.
oh, how did we get stuck in this room again? Okay, I guess we go up.
That's because your IQ wasn't high enough.
Yeah, my IQ isn't. I actually know my IQ. I think I talked about this before. My mom was my mom was studying to become a diagnostician, and part of that is you need to be able to diagnose kids as needing special education because their IQ is too low. But she needed to prove that she could actually give an IQ test. So she came over one day and she gave me an IQ test, and she had to record the entire thing to show that she actually knew what to do and how to administer it. And I was just going to like mess around, and she was like, no, I need to know your IQ. And I was like, well, what if I'm just woefully stupid? And she almost broke down crying. She was like, no, none of my children are woefully stupid. Stop. So I did learn my IQ. I'm not what?
I feel like I made a couple of jokes about my mom about like, oh, I'm stupid or something, and it's like she immediately takes offense to that. And that's
Yeah.
is that like an immigrant thing? Or
Yeah,
like, what's up with
100%. My uncle came over from Nigeria, and I was saying something like, I don't remember. I was like, oh yeah, I was super embarrassed. So, hopefully I'll just die and I won't have to think about it. And he was like, no, don't, in Jesus' name, you will not die. Like he immediately, because it's just a difference in culture. Immediately it was a problem because in Nigeria, you don't even joke about dying. Like how you do in the US.
Yeah.
Like even just earlier, we were talking about committing suicide or something like that. I hope it was a joke.
Because
Damn it, you got it. You got to the joke before I did. God damn it.
Yeah.
Western man culture is you gotta be pessimistic. You gotta put.
Oh wait, crap,
Put
Mr. Sir, are you dead? Oh no, you're alive.
I was there.
It's not even about being like pessimistic. I feel like it's more of like an ownership thing. I feel like parentage in like immigrant cultures is more about like not ownership, but it's like you feel a stronger responsibility to that kind of stuff. I don't know.
I hear what you're saying, like acknowledging that you are mortal and eventually you will die, but you're not gonna let it give you existential crisis. You're gonna make jokes about it.
I meant like the reaction like to a parent. Maybe white people's parents do actually feel the same way. I don't know.
Well,
I can't really.
here on Poor White Guys with a podcast, we can certainly tell you how white parents feel.
I actually don't know how white parents would react if their kid made a joke about committing suicide. I feel like the white parents don't care, but I don't know.
I feel like most of them would be like, yeah, it's just a joke. There would be some who would be like, no, heavens to Betsy, you better not.
Yeah, maybe it's a traditionalism thing of like immigrant parents are usually more traditionalistic and therefore like have this sense of like humor does not exist. I don't know.
You heard it here first. Simon said that immigrants don't have a sense of humor.
I mean, honestly, I've interacted with my parents. The way that you describe your parents, your mom. I mean, it's like I don't know.
That's not fair. I don't
Oh,
speak very well with my mom. Goodness. That's okay, Mr. Sir. I'm sure it was an accident. It's fine. It was my fault. It wasn't your fault. It's the city's fault that I got in your way.
I don't know. Are we in a city?
No, my mom has a sense of humor. It's just her sense of humor is so different than mine. Like she'll send me like the Nigerian parent equivalent of memes, but a lot of them the butt of the joke is just this woman has such a massive butt. Like she's just so thick and her butt is so huge, or it's boomer humor. That's what it is.
Yeah, it is.
Like she'll have one where it's like there's a guy who's sleeping and his wife sees that he's sleeping, so she goes and she uses his finger to unlock his phone, and as soon as he hears that the phone is unlocked, he immediately wakes up or like she runs to the other room, she runs super far away, she finally has his phone, she looks at it, and immediately he comes around the corner, he's like, you better drop my phone right now, because get it, the joke is that he's cheating on his wife.
Yeah, it's my favorite part about like, what is it?
Oh.
What do we call this even? Boomer humor is like
Boomer humor.
Yeah, it's literally just like the crux of boomer humor is I hate my wife, but the crux of like zoomer humor is I hate my life.
It is. Or I hate my stepmom is the other boomer humor.
That's true. Yeah, that one's a good. Well,
Or I hate my
Stepmom.
kids. Like, I'm sorry, not stepmom. Mother-in-law.
I hate
yeah,
you.
I was about to say, bro. It's like, what the fuck is he talking? Is every how many boomers have stepmoms? It's like this is
No,
become a
yeah,
common thing, bro.
my bad. Or like, the joke is getting away from the wife and the kids, going golfing with the boys. You know, ha.
Something with the boys. It's insane, honestly.
Are they below or above us? I guess they're above.
Mr. Sir, the Covenant are beneath us. But I don't know what. Oh, Mr. Sir, Mr. Sir.
What?
I got some live ones.
I got some live ones over here.
We got some floodies. Oh, they're still alive?
Wow, you got me killed because of.
Alright, let me respawn you, Mr. Sir. Here we go. This should be far enough for you to respawn. There we go. Yeah, they're above us. Because this is basically just truth and reconciliation, except we have to go up again.
Backwards.
What?
Going backwards.
Is
I
it
could be in
backwards?
this level, but
No, we were trying to go up in the original truth and reconciliation.
Oh.
We just had
I
an
don't
extra level at the front. Mr. Sir, you don't remember the like hour and a half that we spent on just this part of the mission?
no, I blocked it out of my mind.
I remember. Watch out! Oh, I'm gonna die. I died.
So I need to see my boy Gojo. I need to see my boy Megumi.
Your boy, but Megumi's the girl's name. Haha, get it? I'm Megumi's dad.
Thanks, Toji. You're such a cool dad.
He was. So Gojo murdered him.
I hope I get to see you again.
Mm-hmm. Simon, where's the dub at for the,
It's probably caught up because they had a 3-week break.
I think it's only at episode 5 right now.
Oh, you haven't been watching it?
Huh?
You haven't been watching it, right?
What do you mean?
Because you've been playing Baldur's Gate.
I watched.
Yeah.
I've been because like I've only started playing Baldur's Gate like the last 2 weeks, last week or whatever.
Well, I don't
So
know
I'm-
where you were before.
Yeah, I'm only 1 episode behind on JJK, 1 episode behind on Link Click, and I think two episodes behind on the Horror Mia right now. But it's just you know.
Okay,
I
what's
got-
the last thing that happened in JJK?
I don't know.
Koji
he's
got
good.
turned into Swiss cheese.
Okay.
Okay.
That was a
I
pretty
guess
good.
you are
That was a
one
pretty good
episode.
shot. That episode, honestly, after coming off of episode 3, where like the emotional high was, episode was like so much more relaxed, which is ironic because that's also the episode where the big menacing mercenary just got murdered in one shot by Gojo, who's unlocked his power now apparently. So
Yeah, dude's on some kind of high after he
Yeah.
unlocked his. He's
Gojo
really
has
feeling
unlocked his
himself.
power of limitless,
limitless.
The very simple power.
The power is he's literally too strong.
No, he basically can have infinite curse energy.
Yeah.
Limitless. Because he has limitless curse energy, basically.
I see. I see.
I hope we are going back to kill the elites. I think we're fine.
What?
I mean, for this mission, like, we're still going back to kill more elites.
Yeah, we still have to run around and kill every. We have to actually complete the mission in order to get the stupid.
I know. Just saying. This level sucks.
Yeah, this level does suck. It's so lengthy
This is why we hate the flood.
and veiny. There's no direction. I don't know where I'm going or who I'm fighting. I don't know which ways. It's just corridor on corridor. Every corridor looks the same. It's like it's as bad as, as that other flood mission, library. It's as bad as library. It's just a dead end, Mr. Sir. No, it's a dead end. We're supposed to go where the enemies keep coming out. It's just there. It is. I was trying not to die. Because it's there we go. It's so difficult to respawn because they give us an infinite amount of ankle biters.
I was also gonna say, as a side, for JJK, they released a recap of season 1.
Wait,
Now,
Mr. Sir, do you need the terminal for this level?
is this Terminal 5?
I don't know.
I need Terminal 5.
Halo CE Terminal 5. It is not.
Oh. Let me get out of this one.
Alright, let's come kill
But
Keys.
yeah. It made a recap of season 1. So you can know what happens.
Alright, we can't skip this level. Or skip the cutscene.
Keys!
We have to watch Keys' death.
Human life signs detected.
Keys, did you know in the 3rd game your daughter flies in like a dumbass and gets shot in the back by a spiker?
We can't let the flood get off his range.
I thought she
We know what he'd expect.
rammed a ship. I thought
Yeah,
she
she rammed the
kamikaze.
ship and tried to save Johnson, but while she was having a Mexican standoff, she gets shot in the back. All I'm saying is,
It's done.
what would you do if you could tell what happens to someone or someone they know in the future, and then and they can't do anything about it?
And find a ride.
Don't tell them. If there's nothing they can do about it, knowing isn't going to change anything.
That seems.
It would just haunt
Right,
them. Like, if you knew that you were gonna die in a car accident, even if you avoid cars for the rest of your life, you're still gonna have to get in that car for one reason or another, where you eventually die. So you're just gonna be stressed your entire life.
Nope, I'm dead.
Same reason I wouldn't want to know, like, when I die or anything like that, because what am I gonna do with that information? Stress. If it's sometime in the future, I don't know. If it's sometime far in the future, maybe, but
Oh wait, I know how to catch you up.
oh no!
Sir, what's it? You don't even need to watch the recap movie. Let me tell you, all you need to remember is that part where it was the fight back, and word. There you go.
For
That's all
what
you need to
movie?
remember.
What are you talking about?
For JJK season 1, there was a
Oh,
recap movie. And I'm saying the only part you need to remember is that one scene where.
oh yeah, fight back! Yeah,
Fight
and they're
back.
beating that guy
Fight
down.
back. Yeah, they're giving him the jumping of his life.
Who was it? It was Gojo and who?
It was not Gojo,
Oh, you're talking about the beret guy.
the glasses man.
Oh, that's
No,
who
no,
it
no,
was.
I'm not talking about Beret guy.
Okay, okay,
So what
I'm
if I
with you
just
now.
think testing?
Let me JJK fight back. Let him get up.
Get him up, let him get up, let him get up, let him get up.
Yeah, that's there it is.
Fight back, nigga.
All right,
We need. Alright.
I died. The enemy got to me while I was laughing at the memes.
They got you.
Some might even say that they are the one who planted it, just to get me. And get me they
They
did.
had the last lap.
Alright. Now we're going backwards. No, over here.
Not
Over here. Wait, what happens if we go up here? I want to see what's actually up here. Nothing. The enemy just spawns in this room infinitely. Is that the right way, Mr. Sir?
nope.
Okay. I didn't think so, but I didn't want to... I heard a grunt.
Watch out, Mr.
Sorry.
Welcome back to the podcast. You're good. Hey, but my mic hasn't cut out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was just Discord. I just had to restart Discord.
I am cute. I don't even know what got me.
There you go.
Mister, I need to get good. How are we gonna beat this game under 3 hours if I keep dying like that?
Oh, we're gonna cry. It's under 3 hours on Legendary, right? We're just gonna skip most of it. Wait, and we can't even just jump down because we have to make sure to kill all the stupid elites, so we have to do it the proper way. It's not this way, Mr. Sir. Turn around. It's over here. Yep, there's more Covenant. How long have we been on this one? Oh, I don't have the
I
time.
have the timer on.
Yeah, I thought I had it turned on, but... Oh, holy crap. Wait, wait, wait. Wait, what do you have? Drop that. No!
What did he have, Miss?
No!
All the way back here, not like this.
Watch out, I'm throwing
Alright, just speed
grenades.
run to death.
Mr. Sir, we have elites we have to kill. Oh. Give me a shotgun. I'm gonna have to pull out the method, the tried and true.
Good.
Hit him with the boom.
Is that my try?
It's the tried and true. You spam them with grenades. And you let God figure out the allies from the enemies, because your grenades certainly won't.
That doesn't sound like me.
Let me through. How is your body blocking the entire corridor?
Well, after watching the Halo series, I understand Chief got cheeks.
Master Cheeks.
Master Chief.
They did us so dirty. We're not gonna have a proper Halo series until probably for years, until this stupid show.
Reboot.
How is it possible that you're gonna start us out already needing a reboot?
Just Hollywood.
No! Give it to me! I'm dead, Mr. Sir. I'm not dead,
You
Mr.
know
Sir.
what you can enjoy instead, Mister? We're probably going to get some live action adaptations.
Wait, we're
of
going
the
backwards.
show.
Why
Yeah,
are you
you're
always
going
going backwards?
I wasn't going backwards.
You
I was
have-
making shrooms.
You have fun going backwards?
I was making sure we got a checkpoint.
To get you off going backwards?
I
Did
just
we
wanted
get a
to
checkpoint?
I have no idea.
We had a loading screen. There's no enemies down here. I'm just checking for weapons. I need a weapon. That's me. That's my Master Chief impression. You probably thought it was actually Master Chief, but it was me.
I didn't.
Okay, well, you could have pretended you thought that.
Most because I don't know who Master Chief sounds like.
Who Master Chief sounds like? He sounds like Matt Mercer. The GOAT.
I don't think that's true. at all.
Ow! Why'd you do that? Oh, I got a shotty. How would you know? You don't even know what Master Chief sounds. Who Master Chief sounds like?
He probably
You don't even
sounds. He probably sounds like someone named John Smith.
Dang, you actually got 100%. They picked up John Smith, the legendary John Smith.
Well, I'm dead.
Let me
Well,
hold on. There's a good video for Matt. I know you're memeing because you played through 4 or 5 Halo games with us, so you know what Master Chief's voice sounds like. But I'm still gonna find this short video for you, so you know what Master Chief sounds like. Cheeks. Mr. Sir, you're not still dead, are you?
of course not.
Okay, there's no way it's before any of this. Wish I could search. Yeah, it's way sooner. Did I not like it? Oh, that'd be so sad. Here we go. Very important message for you. Probably never heard it before. I don't know how to... Here, is this one embedded?
Spartan.
There you go. That one's embedded for you. Alright. Let me find... Mr. Sir, I'm on my way. I think they were like this, so I have to go this way. He has a great voice, though. Or at least early Chief did. I don't know how he sounds as much now. What's going on over here?
Don't worry about it.
I'm
See
moving.
Pornhub?
Yeah, you know me, linking Pornhub. Oh, you said, did he say Pornhub? You gotta enunciate.
No.
Link in
Okay.
Pornhub?
Not link the twink,
God damn it.
please. Peak,
All I know is I'm sure he's pretty popular as a twink.
peak male physique.
I
It's
think he's popular
5'2",
because he's a twink.
5'2" with no muscles.
And a fuckable ass.
Yeah? Simon?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Listen. It's a compliment.
You go off.
Is it a compliment or something?
I don't think... I don't think so. I don't think you can really just hit people with that.
Yeah, are you allowed to just go down like that?
Mm-mm.
Are we missing something?
Imagine if you could just walk up to women and say that and say, "What? It's a compliment."
That's true.
If you wouldn't say it to women, you can't say it to Link.
Okay.
It's like that John Cena thing.
What?
Yeah, if you wouldn't say it to... Oh no, I'm sorry. If you wouldn't say it to The Rock, then you shouldn't say it to women. It's supposed to like teach people to stop sexually harassing women. But then
But I
people
would
just...
say that to The Rock is the thing, though.
Yeah, but then people just started going, "You got an amazing rack," or "I love your chest," or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, why can't guys... Are we saying that guys can't compliment guys? That's the problem with society nowadays, honestly.
Fellas, is it gay to compliment guys?
It shouldn't be, but for some reason people think it is. And there's nothing... Honestly, the fucking... Come on, guys. Come on. Come on.
Come on.
Fellas,
We need
is
to
it...
show our homies some love, because no one else is going to do it.
Fellas, is it gay to tell Link how nice and succulent his bottom is?
It's not. It really isn't.
I'm dead. Mr. Sir, don't take the banshees, it's a trap.
I'm scared. I need a strong male.
You're not allowed to say that. You're allowed to say you need a strong individual, but specifying male is sexist.
Well, I'm dead.
What about now?
Still dead.
Oh, it's because there are grunts down this corner. Why are you guys just standing there? Trying to make things more
That's the
difficult.
Camus.
Mr. Sir, what about now?
I'm still.
Can you please stop messing around and respawn? There are no enemies here.
I'm still dead.
Oh, I guess the giant ship that's shooting at me is technically an enemy.
Yeah.
There we
Yeah,
go.
respawn. Are we done killing all these elite jitters?
We got a checkpoint. I don't know. I'm going through this level down here. Okay, there's nothing here. Hopefully. You haven't gotten the achievement yet?
I have not, but maybe once we finish it, we'll get it.
Hopefully. 'Cause there are no other enemies here, so if we just spent the last hour on this level for this achievement...
Yeah, we better get it or else.
No, there are elites in the cutscene, Mr. Sir. We gotta pause the cutscene and go kill them too.
Well, I have something to tell you, Mr.
Please tell me you got it.
I
Got a
don't-
nice
I don't-
ass. Oh,
Oh,
I don't have that. I don't have an achievement.
I'm restarting my game. Please.
Please, Mr. Don't restart. Yeah, we have to load in proper. Oh,
No.
there it is.
There it is, what?
There, you didn't wait.
I'm restarting. I can't take much more of this. Also, I still have to go shower, so this is gonna be the end of it, regardless. But I need to see that
Oh,
achievement.
I hate being so sleepy. It's hard to keep my eyes open.
And then the second you lay down in bed, you're wide awake.
That's what I'm saying.
It's so frustrating.
It's honestly, I feel like a lot of the times I'm laying in bed awake is because I'm thinking of a bunch of, because I have to constantly think of design stuff for fucking D&D. So it's like, oh my god, I have to fucking think what
busy
should I prepare? What should I prepare for these idiots next week? What do they need? What do I need to give them? Stuff like that.
Mr.
Shit
Sir,
lives rent free in my head.
I have some news. I restarted.
Yeah.
I did not get the achievement, Mr. Sir.
I did not get the achievement, Mister.
I'm gonna lose it.
I can't believe we did that for nothing. Because it's
Let me Halo. Tying up loose ends. What a slog.
why do they do this? This is Halo. This is old day thinking.
What's up, everybody? Silver here with another Halo Master
there's a
Chief Collection
30-minute
achievement
video
guide. This time we're doing tying up loose ends, which is
talking
kill
about
every
this.
elite on the level keys on heroic or legendary. So for this one, start up keys on legend or not legendary. You can do legendary if you want, but heroic's going to be easier for you. So that's what I did here. And there's 2 elites that you want to kill. I failed to point these out in my previous guide for the
Apparently there was
standalone
a
Combat
Spec
Evolved
Ops
Anniversary.
elite area, and you have to kill each one and get put past the door to get them to stop spawning. On
Guide,
legendary, there's 10 of them,
that I
and I
made
think
previously.
the same goes for hero.
But I will point them out at this point. They are right across this gap that you got to jump into at some point.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to make sure you
Well,
kill
Now,
them.
this guy says you can be a pussy and have bandana school. It's not being a pussy. It's called being smart and efficient.
Yeah, I'm not gonna waste my time.
I'm gonna downvote this guy. Call him a dumbass.
Yeah, please do.
And even though it was 10 years ago,
Doesn't matter. His
And-
opinion is still bad 10 years later.
no, he's still posting on Reddit. Perfect. 10 years later, he still has less karma than me.
Go let him know that he had a stupid take, a trash take 10 years ago.
Yeah, I'm gonna call him a Nazi too.
Tell him that you pray that he's become a better person.
I'm gonna ask him to do better.
Okay. well,
Bless
we're gonna
his
close it.
heart. Do better. Alright, Mr. What do we do? Do we do an easy achievement to end the day, or do we just call it here?
Oh, well, I just closed down the game, so we're gonna have to
Oh,
call it
okay.
here. There was something we were talking about just a second ago. Oh, about
Well,
falling
now we
asleep.
have, yeah, we have time to talk now instead
No,
of
no, because I need to shower. I told you it's.
Sir, you got 30 minutes to shower.
I gotta shower, brush my teeth. It's part of the. You're supposed to stop using electronics 15 minutes before bed so that it's easier for you to fall asleep. And you're not supposed to use their electronics in bed because then you're trying to associate being in bed with falling asleep. If the only thing you do in bed is sleep, then your body associates lying down with sleep. But if you get in bed like I do and start browsing Reddit, then you're not gonna be able to fall asleep.
Like I do.
Yeah.
Alright, Mr. Thanks for playing. We'll
Thanks-
get
thanks
them
for
dirty
joining,
achievements
gents.
next time.
We'll get the dirty achievements some other time. See ya, bye.